Good morning, afternoon, and evening, folks, and welcome to DPS, Desperately Pursuing Snacks, where we will travel to the ends of the earth. No, that's not true. No, I barely made it to the next town. Whatever. Welcome to DPS, Dudes Playing Stuff, a Space Mafia podcast. And now, on to the show.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of DPS. As always, I'm your host, Greg, and with me are the boys. We've got Dylan, we've got John, we got Jake, we got Rich. We have a special guest host, our good friend Jer Bear. He's with us tonight, out in the doing some field reporting. And then we also have a very, very special guest, which I am very excited about tonight. As everybody knows, we've been on this show talking about Warhammer 40K for the last, 2 months. Incessantly.
It's like at least 4 weeks.
Okay,
like,
all right.
Where we've been talking about it like every week, all
time, every time. So we happen to have our special guest. It's Brad from the 40K Lore Chat podcast.
This guy.
That guy.
Which is what I do every time on my audio-only cast.
Well, you get to do it on this audio-only cast because no one's ever going to see these mugs. It's not pretty to look at.
I'm sad now.
No, they'll see us on the live show. It's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say, come back for the live show. We're playing D&D.
Yeah, come back for the live show. So this is the show where we talk about all things from video games, tabletop games, card games, all games in between, and if you listen to last week's show, ice cream most of the time. So, welcome, Brad.
Yeah. Thanks for having me,
Brad. Yeah, this is awesome. I am really truly excited to have you on tonight. I've been looking forward to this all week. So, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and we'll just go from there.
I've been playing 40K. I got into 40K in the 90s, basically reading the lore at first. I was a card player, role player, did a bunch of different stuff, gaming-wise. And then 2000, I had my first open heart, and I couldn't go anywhere. And I said, guys, teach me how to play this, because I'm bored, and I can't go anywhere. And I did drop that like it was no big deal. But yes, I did that.
You're good.
You can't just drop first open heart with a nurse in the chat and be like, yeah, we're just going to keep going on past this. Your boy was a cardiac nurse as a new grad out of college. So like, we're gonna have to go back to this.
That was also my second electrical procedure, and used to go at SVT. I have a good story for that. I can tell you how much I'm a terrible patient. So as you know, with SVT, I used to go have arrhythmias, and I went in. One of my favorites of all time is I have a complete disconnect when stuff happens to me. I'm just like, hey, whatever. And I go into the hospital. By the way, I drove myself because I'm an idiot. This is forever ago. So I drive in, and I'm talking to one of the resident doctors, and he's, getting all my stuff. Pull back, and I'm arguing about how my Raiders are going to beat the Steelers. And then he hooks me up, and all the alarms go off because my heart rate's 249. And he runs back and crash kit. Eventually, they convert me over in a procedure that sucks. It feels like you're going to get calf crap in your whole body. 0 out of 10 stars.
So have you been electrically converted?
I haven't been blasted.
And have you also been chemically converted?
Oh, like a bunch.
So chemically converted is fucking wild. They literally kill you to do that. It sucks.
Yeah, I flatlined conscious for 7 seconds that day.
You will never have a moment as a nurse where you literally have to stop your patient's heart to get them to make them survive. It's the longest 5 seconds of your life.
Holding the paddles was so geeked to blast me. And then when I came back out, he visibly was bummed that he did not get to electrocute me.
Oh my god!
So what the shit, man? And eventually the resident comes back.
Were you at my hospital? Did this happen in New Jersey?
It was happening in Toledo. It was just like, dude, you can't just act like nothing's happening. I'm like, I didn't act like nothing was happening. I did say what was happening. I just gave it no merit or weight. So yeah. But before we started talking about how I completely ignore my health,
And how my heart don't work. My heart just don't work.
pretty much, I was playing shitty parts, and then I also power lifted and did martial arts for the entire time. I should have been a chess player, and then I got under heavyweights and did things that the doctors told me not to do. So, yeah, I'm the guy where they go, "You can do whatever you were doing before," and I'm like, "This is what I was doing." They're like, "Well, not that." Like, we should probably talk some more then, guys. But I started playing competitively in 2000. So I was playing in 2000. I'm a super lore nerd about stuff, and I am a huge paradox because I will play some power gamey ass shit on the board, but I also want to have a really good time because we're again my go-to when you're talking about 40K is you have to start if you're mad about anything that happened on the tabletop, imagine yourself explaining to someone that doesn't play how you and another adult were playing with your toys, and this is what you're mad about. So you just chill out and you have a couple drinks, and I drink my wine and I enjoy myself. But I've been playing, and I have the attention span of a gnat, so I've played pretty much every faction in the game, and I get really big on every faction's lore in the game, and I've read shit tons of novels about it. Just don't sleep. It's super good for you, by the way. I recommend it highly. But you have plenty of time for other activities.
I have 3 little kids. I don't sleep.
Yeah, there you go. See? But so I've been really, really into the lore for a really long time, and I play on the tabletop. So I've really enjoyed it. I've been playing competitively. I've been doing pretty well. I'm still, I think, top 5 in the world in ELO right now. So, and I've been that way for forever. I don't know. I'm pretty.
You're gonna drop that fact too?
You're
Holy
gonna
shit!
He waited till the end just to be like,
Oh,
by the
damn.
way.
To be like, we're gonna run out the clock on this game with this massive dunk that I just dropped on everybody's face. Shattered the backboard all over everybody.
I did casually mention that basically I couldn't give my organs away from a donor deal. So I mean, I got good at 40K, but I'm gonna die. You're like, wait a minute. The worst deal with the devil ever.
You win some, you lose some. What can you
Yeah.
control what you can control?
If you want to get super psyched, I really, really want more media and stuff to come out for 40K. I told you I can't stay on topic unless, again, John's not here to basically tase me and keep me in line. But
He did-
go ahead.
You're okay for now.
I was gonna say he did threaten that he would show up here after his dinner if we needed him to show up here. And
He literally went. Or do they know that without an outline you are trash? I go, no, they're gonna figure it out fast.
These guys,
Right in, don't worry.
these guys keep telling me that we have show notes, and I'm like,
yeah, we have a running joke. We have a running joke about show notes that probably hasn't been updated since episode 5. And I'm pretty sure they just say
Episode
pretty sure-
3.
episode 3. And I'm pretty sure they just
July
say
10th.
I think it's July.
something like that.
Yeah.
and,
So
I-
good,
and
2.5
they just say
months.
Dylan. They just say Dylan's name over and over and over again at this point. That's it.
Because
all
I
it
never
says.
look at them.
No,
We're
no.
just masters of winging it.
I
Yeah.
have to do it. Otherwise, I get. I think nothing makes John happier than when I get done with a really extended, long outside rant, and he goes, "I will never include any of that," because he does the editing. So I want you to know you told me that. So as long as you got a little bit of joy in telling one person that, that's all you're gonna do. But we started that with him. I have to give him credit because I've been talking about doing that for a hot minute. And I do 50 other things. I do Death or Glory. I do content for 40K. I do a lot of coaching. That's what I did all today until we just came out. And I was talking about, because I wanted to do this and I wanted to do a video game cast. And we wanted to do both. And we were going to concentrate on the video game cast. And we're going to do the lore cast because I'm very passionate about the lore. And then the lore cast randomly just became popular out of nowhere. And it's awesome. It has been super awesome. The response has been super awesome. We hit 1 million downloads for the year 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
Super excited about that. It's been a great response, and I just like talking nerd. To be honest with you, I mean, I like talking all nerd. To be honest with you, I do. I will bounce back between movie lore, gaming lore, random sports stuff. I consistently drop sports metaphors that no one knows the hell I'm talking about, and or dropping 83 movie references. Not 83 is in the number, 83 is in the year. Movie references all the time.
I think you just became our new best friend.
And Greg and I were actually talking about that earlier today because I was like, oh yeah, like he just like casually drops like Letterkenny stuff, like references in there, like he's our people, we're good. And then I was like, and I also picked up like on a Dave Attell, like an old Dave Attell stand-up reference, like on like the first episode of the Horus Heresy when they're talking about like they got to get Eric. I'm like, that is like my favorite Dave Attell joke ever. And I'm like these are my people. This is my guy.
You like dinosaurs?
Oh my God.
I feel like something weird's gonna happen if I say yes here.
Yes.
We'll get derailed for an hour.
Just say no.
They know.
You know what, Waffle? That is a solid pickup line, my friend.
I feel like that's always backed with, do you like dinosaurs and feet?
No, not feet. No, so apparently I'm officially the dinosaur expert for the show now.
No, not apparently, Jake. You
You
are.
are.
Not
You are.
now. It has like been that way for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it's a bunch of guys just hanging out and one paleontologist, and you're like, I'm maybe the dinosaur expert here.
He's an HVAC tech.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that it is.
Same difference. All good.
Honestly, like there's never a week where we're not impressed with whatever Jake says because it just comes out of nowhere and we're like, what? Like you talk about lore. I don't remember what we were talking about, but somehow we got the dinosaurs. And we've known Jake now for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
The 2-hour long discussion about dinosaurs that Jake had with us, I sat back and just listened the whole 2 hours because could not believe.
See, this is how you know your people are around, because we can turn anything. Here, I will go into another random story, but I'll tell you how I will instantly do stuff. We were driving back from the WTC, the World Team Championships. We're going from Poland to Berlin, and it was 3 of us that were on the team, and one of my buddy's wives. She's in the front seat, and we were just talking 40K nerd shit the entire time. And finally, she just kind of rages and goes, how would you feel if I just started talking about Barbie stuff the entire time? But we paused and immediately kicked in with, I mean, it really matters. Like, what kind of stats does the house have? Are we talking Ken? Like, which stage of Ken? How many attacks do you think Ken has? Like, what kind of armor has he got? And she just like looked like she was going to literally dive out of the car.
I mean, his job is beach. His stats are water based. That's the thing.
We started talking about what kind of attacks he had.
Naval
They're all
assault.
water based. Yeah, it's all water based assaults. It's fine.
Amphibious.
Yeah,
He's
if he was a Pokemon, he'd be water type. That's simple.
Basically a ranger, right? That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Well, you know, if it
Oh my
was beach
God.
can, he'd have pocket sand.
Oh, he would have pocket sand.
Oh, now we're
If you're
talking.
if you're talking Ranger, though, are we talking like BG3 Ranger or
No, it's not.
5E Ranger?
I was talking U.S. Army Ranger.
Is it?
Oh, Ranger.
I mean, you want to talk about D&D? Here we go.
I'll bet some D&D. Okay.
But
The
we can,
answer is
we, can,
yes.
we,
That's
can
what we're
continue,
talking about.
we can continue this pivot. I like where it's going.
I feel like he'd be 5E Ranger, wouldn't he? He'd have to be.
I mean,
Pocket
BG3, Baldur's Gate 3 Ranger is significantly better than the current 5E. You can kick some
Yeah,
ass
but-
with the Ranger.
But Ken has flaws.
Oh, yeah.
Ken has
Kick his
flaws.
flaws. like he has one. You're like, if
Yeah.
it wasn't for everything.
Of course, he'd be lawful good too. It'd just be really
Uh-oh.
boring.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
I feel like he'd be chaotic good, right?
No, not that vanilla ass motherfucker. Hell no.
I really think he'd be lawful good, but he actually wouldn't know what the laws are. So he would actually occasionally act chaotic good on just pure idiocy on I didn't know what the law was.
No,
So does that make him new? So does that actually make him neutral good?
no, because neutral good
No.
would be like they don't care, but they're a good person. I feel like
Yeah,
he would
I feel-
actually kind of care,
I
but
don't
just
think
be
so.
an
I feel
idiot.
like neutral is like just the balance between both. And I feel like he kind of hits that because he hits
I
both
hate neutral.
extremes.
I hate neutral characters. They're all boring.
I like exactly where this cast went. I want everybody to know that you guys did say that we talk about anything, and I'm like,
Right.
I'm gonna see how I can test
Yeah.
that. By
Challenge accepted.
not just test as in, but yeah, I'm like not test as in like I'm going out of my way. This is just how my tiny brain works.
Okay.
So-
I have something then. So earlier, I think I heard you mention Wrath and Glory. Is that correct?
yeah, all of it.
Okay. So are you like a game master for Wrath and Glory?
No, I've done it like almost. So I started. My original gaming was I started playing D&D when I was 14, which would be which pretty much before everybody else was born because I'm an old man. So, but I started doing that, and I played just. I dabbled in almost every game system just to try it out because I used to be able. I went to a lot more cons and Gen Cons and everything else, and I try to play something new every time I go. So like I really just like any new experience. I want to go to a new place. I want to travel to new places. I want to try new games. I want to do just kind of whatever. So I've done that with a little bit of everything in life. Now it's gaming. It used to be like crazy sports and like jumping off of things to ski, and like my first ever hill in a skiing was a black diamond. So I'll try anything, even if it's a stupid idea, by the way. I did not master that. I crashed into a building going down that. But apparently you're supposed to do things like go back and forth or know how to snowplow. I just did warp speed.
This fucking straight ski straight down.
My buddies like just said to do that, and I legitimately walked over to into the hill, crouched down, went all the way down to the hill, had no idea how to do anything, and hit the building so hard people came outside to see what the hell just happened.
Oh my god.
No.
I didn't say I was really smart about my decisions. I just said I'm willing to do these things. No, with the gaming stuff, I want to try something different all the time. So if like one of my favorite things is going to different cons and just kind of wandering up to groups playing something, if they're playing something new, and just kind of jumping in. If you can, the rooms are $1 billion now. So, but if you can stay at the host hotel, for instance, Gen Con, the night games are always the best games. People having a couple of drinks and they're playing. I do not care what you're playing. Hey, I'm going to drink a little bit of wine, drink whatever you want. My deal is mine. And just jump into a game and just do whatever the hell. You know what I mean? Just hang out, enjoy meeting some new people. You can meet in, especially the biggest places, you can just meet people from all around the world. It's awesome.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, because one of the guys in our community wanted to start up like a Wrath and Glory like RP kind of like game and stuff like that. And I was trying to like read up on what all is involved because I've been a DM like for one campaign, and I've played a couple one shots and stuff like that in D&D. So when he told me what Wrath and Glory was, I was like, oh, this is kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. And he's like, sorta. Not really. And so I started looking up the rules, and I was like, this is way fucking different. Okay.
In the end, it's just I'll play whatever, man. You know, like again, I want to have a good time. And the thing is, like I have a D&D group, and I'm going to put quotes on it, even though as usual no one can see me that's going to hear this because but it's not going to stop me, damn it. So like I have a group, and it's all somewhat older dudes hanging out, and two of the wives / girlfriends, and we call it a D&D group, but it's basically us getting together and eating and drinking overpriced scotch and telling random stories and playing about 30 minutes of D&D for every 4 hours we hang out.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a campaign in there somewhere, but it's just basically a bunch of friends getting together to eat too much and drink too much and say we played some D&D.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
I mean, that's what this podcast is essentially. So,
Sub question:
Break for reality.
Is it possible to have overpriced scotch?
Yes, I'm not. Here's the thing: I'm a huge wine lover.
Same.
I'm a big bourbon guy also.
Same.
I
like where this is going.
I got to be a bourbon snob, not because of what I bought.
Right,
I'm going to give shout out to Tony
on a
Rave.
date soon.
You bring the bourbon, I'm in.
Hey. I actually only have rye right now, but you know,
I mean that's pretty good too.
we'll get
This-
get past it.
I'll drink the scotch, but I started not drinking the scotch with my buddies because they are high-end scotch drinkers, and it's lost on me because that's not my preferred drink.
Fair.
So it's one of those like, hey guys, we'll have the drink here and there, but like I'm more of a sipping. I can't tell it's too big for my palate. I can also get so far in wine. I just know I like red wine and not sweets. There you go. It's Malbec. If anybody sees me at a convention, if you want to give me Malbec, I'm in.
I'm literally drinking out of a box of Malbec right now.
So. You know what? We are now best friends. I saw you drinking wine and I got super sad because right now I'm panicking because I have no Diet Dr. Pepper and no wine in my house and I'm shaking because of it. So I should probably go see
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure if I can make it through anymore, but yeah.
DoorDash.
DoorDash.
I've heard worse ideas.
Hey,
I'll give you my Dash Pass.
Uber Eats delivers. Uber Eats delivers boost too.
Well, we also it's scary. I try not to do that because in Ohio you can have liquor delivered to your house.
Yeah,
You can.
I'm in New Jersey. We can do that here too.
Yeah, when I found that out, I was just like, well, I'm going to put a big no on that for myself because this could go places. I have to put some rules on me. I'm like, come on, Brad. You've seen you do things.
North Carolina. All of our liquor stores are state owned.
Oh, but you guys have too many hoops. I was just in North Carolina not that long ago for the tournament.
Well, I mean, I get weed delivered to my door.
Yes. I was trying to get alcohol and I had to go to a special store and know the secret handshake and have a background story about why I was getting. Yeah.
The first time I ever went to a weed dispensary, I went up to the guy and I was like, dude, you're gonna have to really tell me how this works because I've never bought weed that was not from a guy in his car.
Once that stuff, we got dispensaries. By the way, my wife works in one, so she's the weed connoisseur. I'm the wine guy. But
strong.
That's a pair. That's a pair, right? That is a pair.
I think we just became best friends.
Think about that. When you see some of your friends and they come from a non-legalized state and you look at their dirt weed that they're smoking and you're just like, you become pinkies up immediately with everything. Get your poor people weed away from me, please.
Come on, bro.
Get away from me, you peasant.
Grow up, bro.
I like cheap beer and bourbon.
Nothing wrong with that.
I've never been a beer guy. I've been a bourbon. I got bourbon and I started drinking wine fairly early. And you do have to watch out for that. I'm going to give you guys the PSA on that. If you're out drinking with your friends and you're a wine drinker and because you tend to drink at the same rate. And if you drink wine, it has a wildly higher percentage of alcohol.
You are going to be shit housed.
Yeah, you should have Uber ready to go. I'm driving somewhere, and we all went, "Okay, guys, it's time to go." And I stood up and went, "Yeah, I'm probably not going to do this."
In my younger years, I had a sleeping bag in the back of my car for that reason.
Yes.
I was a Jaeger guy. So all my guys were.
Oh,
So I did Jaeger growing up. It was Jaeger bombs or just Jaeger.
You know what?
Everyone was beer drinkers. But the worst mistake I ever made, I made a Stormtrooper, which is Jaeger and peppermint snap.
Oh,
What?
no.
Fucking
No, don't do that.
yeah, don't do that.
black
I
licorice
would-
and peppermint.
Yeah,
My
I was so
stomach
shit
is
faced
split.
it didn't even bother me, but it bothered everyone else.
I'm known internationally as Jaeger bread, by the way. That's a real thing. God, sorry.
I can't do Jaeger. I when I was younger, I went to a going away party for a buddy who was in the army, and we were doing flip cup, and it started with beer, and it went.
Oh no.
We went round for round with him, and then we ran out of beer, and his sister was like, "It's okay, I'll fill it with it's the last round. We'll just fill it with something else." She filled it with Jaeger, and we were doing flip cup with Jaeger.
Yes.
I don't remember the end of it. I know we won, and I know I woke up at my grandparents' house the next day. So I don't know how it was a
But why
rough.
did my ass hurt?
I got to get your story for you guys. 2011, we were in Poland for 40K, the World Team Championships, and we go to this bar. It was a local place, and there was only 3 places to go to: the restaurant bar and the after bar. And we went in, and I found out that their shots were effectively slightly less than $1 for US. And so I started ordering trays of shots for everybody around, because all the teams are in. The teams are 8-man teams, and the people come, coaches, significant others, other friends, and stuff like that. So this place is just eventually gets just jam full. So we start having. So they put it down on this chalkboard, a tray of shots, or you could buy a table of beer. So we went pretty hard every night. Friday, we go out, we hang out, we go to the first game, and I'm just a little. We went home right before everything happened. So I get to the first game, play my game. 20 minutes in, I'm done. I'm just like, I'm gonna pass out for a bit. One of the other kids is like, "Hey, Brad, let me see your phone." I'm like, whatever. And he keeps kind of bugging me. I'm like, "What the hell do you want?" He's like, "I want to see the pictures from last night." I'm like, "I don't have any pictures from last night." He goes, "Dude, just let me see your phone." And I'm like, "Oh, whatever." And I hand him my phone, and he starts paging through, and I just see pictures of me in a Monopoly top hat. And I'm like, "What the fuck? What is this?" And I go, "Who are those people?" He goes, "Dude, you grabbed myself and Joachim from Sweden." Joachim, shout out. Pushed us into a cab and told the cab to follow those people. And you took us into a Polish house party where maybe a third of the people spoke English. And you just started rifling through their shit and trying on their clothes. They thought we were going to die, but they thought it was the funniest thing that this midget was wandering around their house trying on clothes, that they were just pushing you and egging you on to get other stuff. And then eventually, one of the guys didn't say a word to us, took us back into the city and dropped us off at the hotel. And then I woke up and they had to tell me the story. I'm like, "Oh my God, how were we there?" He's like, "Hours, man." So yeah, I was in Poland with a Monopoly top hat on, taking pictures with apparently my new best friends, who I'm really, really happy. Shout out to Poland, you bunch of nice guys, because I invaded someone's house and tried to get through their closet, and they didn't kill me. So thank you, Poland.
They're probably like stupid Americans.
I'm fucking crying
Be
right
the
now.
best story I've ever heard in my life. That was just a top shelf story. Jesus Christ! Oh my God, I'm like literally crying.
I need to recover from that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Greg, before we get too railed, let's knock out the questions before we.
Oh yeah.
forget.
So Brad, we did tell people in our Discord that you were coming on tonight, and so we have a lot of 40K enthusiasts here. Which I just before we go into it, just quick shout out, Jerry Blackbird, who's in the chat with us tonight. This is all his fault that we got into 40K. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, he was like, "Hey, by the way, guys, Space Marines 2, it's gonna be great." And we're like, "All right, sure." And then next thing you know, like, it's been like the number one chat in our Discord of like every day, every 5 seconds, we're talking about 40K.
Cinematics are so good, dude.
I made him a channel for it, like its own channel, and then he posted like 7 preview videos, and then he just kept posting lore videos. And we had previously made him a mod, so he just was pinning everything. Like, and it's like the dude had not pinned a single thing anywhere, and then he's just pinning like 37 YouTube videos on Warhammer lore in the Warhammer chat. I'm like,
Hey, if you're gonna make,
I guess I'm just gonna. I guess
I'm gonna take full advantage.
Yeah. And then I'm like, well, I take my responsibilities as the person who helps run this shit very seriously. So I'm gonna watch every single thing that goes on in here. And now this is just who I am as a person. Now I'm just a Warhammer man.
It was a lot of fun though. God, it's been like a month and a half now that we've just been hyping ourselves up, and I mean, apparently I'm just peer pressure central over here.
Yeah, you are.
But
We're
we
following
have
my
been
lead.
hyping ourselves up so fucking much for this game drop in the last month and a half. And it's been so much fun just because, I very recently started deep diving 40K. And so for all of us, to kind of be getting into it together. You know what I mean? And
That's awesome,
as you
dude.
know,
Seriously.
Brad, there's so much that it's like, oh
Yes.
shit, what am I going to dive today? I think I'm going to hit the Blood Angels today. Maybe I'll hit the Dark Angels tomorrow. Maybe I'll do this. And it's such a fleshed out, massive clusterfuck of a universe. And it's been so much fun seeing everybody get so excited about it. You know what I mean? To the buildup of this game launching and us being able to go ahead and tackle that. So it's been a hell of a time in chat for sure.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
I get a
Yes.
message, Blackbird, like once every couple of days. Hey, you got the game yet? Hey, you got the game? No, not yet.
Looking out for you, man. Looking out for you, because I know how
Yeah.
excited you got as well. And I think the funniest thing for me, not being a host, is listening to the cast when it comes out every week and watching it devolve into a 40K shit show for like the last month. It's been fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
We have
It's
Ron
fair.
to thank to keep us
It
in line.
do
He's
be
like, nope,
that.
not
It do
today.
be like that
Not
sometimes.
today.
Not today.
A lot of it pulls our leashes.
Yeah, I kind of yank him like, go back on the path, back on the path.
Yeah.
Well, I can wander for a
We
little
are
bit.
gonna-
I can
We
wander.
are going to go chase this squirrel through this park and then into another park and then into another park and then we're going to eat the squirrel and you're going to do nothing.
All I'm saying is, I don't understand what's wrong about this.
Nothing's wrong with it.
That's unattended.
All right, wait.
You
All right.
will go somewhere.
Let's reel. All right. First question from
Oh, yeah,
our
weren't we
buddy.
supposed to be doing questions? Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
So first question
Yes.
from our buddy Nick. He wants to know what is it about 40K that initially grabbed your interest? He said he thinks in most cases it's the aesthetic of the Space Marines, but that's coming from like a newer. He's a newer fan, and he also wants to know like how do you? I mean, you're the lore guy. How do you keep all that lore in your head?
I have a weird ability to remember shit that I read in books and stuff. I got into it by the lore. I was never a modeler, so I've been playing this game forever. I painted legitimately my first things this year, so I always had somebody doing the modeling stuff for me. I appreciate the modeling, but I also don't see colors for shit, so I never could really. You could have the best thing in the world, and I can see a third of it. You know what I mean? So I'm not like black and white again or anything. My friends call me color lazy. So I can see certain things. So not color blind, just color lazy. But I started reading the lore late 90s, really, and I bought all the second edition 40K codexes, and really started getting into it. Then I got really, really into the Horus Heresy. And then I started playing after the first of the hearts. But I started, and I instantly played competitively. I started getting into it really hard right away, and just started choosing armies that I really thought. I bought Chaos first because I really, really enjoyed the Horus Heresy. Then I got some Dark Eldar, and then my first loyalists were the Space Wolves. There's something about the old lore of the Space Wolves is so boss mode. You guys know their boarding action? I'm throwing that out there. Space Wolves' old boarding actions, because they used to, it's now Redcon, whenever they made them nice. They didn't believe in teleporting. They're like, nah, it'll steal your soul. So they didn't teleport places. So when they went ship to ship, they would take Terminators and they would fire them out of cannons effectively with a chain fist. So they just shot a dude out of a cannon at a ship, and then he would cut a hole in the ship and go in and beat the shit out of everybody. And that's awesome.
I mean, I'm into it.
Well, now we know where Sea of Thieves got that from.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's just there's so many small things in the lore, and they've changed things over the years. It's been going on for 40 plus years of them actually doing the game. That there's a lot of things that have been changed, but there's just so many like small things, small stories, small quips from a lot of books, and like things in the game that keep you going, like from the lore that I love, but also it translates to the board a lot of times. You know what I mean? There's sometimes when it doesn't. Sorry, Custodes, your army will never translate on the board because one guy should be able to mop up everyone, and that is not what happens on the board. But there's a lot of times you get like super awesome things that happen while you're gaming, and then you're like, oh, that's just like when I read the story. There's Ragnar jumping out with a whole bunch of dudes beating the shit out of everybody. They made this furious charge and all this, or or Eldar doing crazy Eldar stuff. It's just I like moments. I remember moments. I remember hardly any of my games, but I remember fun moments of that. And I feel like I totally didn't answer that correctly, but I did say words that had stuff to do with 40K.
You make sentences.
I think you
My
did
kind of way of
question.
answering.
So before I know Dylan has a question for since you mentioned Space Wolves, but before I just want to say I am with you on.
Shit, I do.
You do. See, you wrote it down.
That's why I wrote it down.
I just want to say I'm with you on the moments thing because I think that's what it was like for me, and like kind of like grabbed me into this whole like universe was like I really got like first thing I read was like Raven Guard, and I read like some little blurb about like how they walked into like a meeting or something like that and just like set off a tactical nuke and just like walked out, and that was it. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then I listened to you guys talking about like Dark Angels, and you were talking like little moments in the like their lore. I'm like, I need to read more because this is fantastic.
So got some deep history too.
Yeah. So I agree.
Too, I think too, Brad. I mean, I think you kind of nail it. Like especially for us, in that all of us came out of a game called Destiny 2, which had a lot of lore, and a lot of us were kind of deep into that. And then that game kind of just tailed off, right? And I feel like a lot of us were just looking for something to fill that void. And so when that chat happened, and after we'd been talking about 40K a bit, I told everybody, hey, start with Horus Heresy and then pick a direction. You know what I mean? Because
you're not wrong.
That lore, that lore in and of itself, I mean, there's going to be something that strikes a nerve and that grabs you. You know what I mean?
I like the fact that you guys are going together because it's so awesome to be able to reference. There's nothing suckier than like wanting to drop the movie reference, the game reference, and no one's there to get your reference. And you're like, this was the perfect place to talk about this thing. And then you're just like, you guys should do what I do.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it would work without like us all being into it at the same time. Like it makes it so accessible to something that like has so much backstory that it could be inaccessible easily. That like
for sure.
So like now we're like looking into all the different, Space Marine legions and seeing how they started and where they came from and what they did during the heresy and after or before or whatever. And like you drop like something, you're like, oh, I thought this was so cool, and then you have Jared there like saying like, yeah, that fucking rules, and then you're like, yeah, dude, it definitely rules. Like, and then we're just all like amping each other up.
Love it.
It's
like
now
we
all fixation.
Yeah, we're all just super into it all the time.
We hemmed and hawed about this for a long time starting the Lorecast because it was just I wanted to talk about the lore, and John's like, I'm just gonna make this happen because you are the worst at all things technology. I'm gonna figure that out, get everything. So we started doing it. We had to really hem and haw about, hey, we have to have a story arc. We got to tell people. We at least have to start with the beginning of our episodes with something that people can follow through as a narrative, but that you're not going to be turned off if you haven't, you don't want to go into episode 20 and be like, I have to listen to every episode beforehand to have any idea what you're talking about. So it was a little bit of how are we going to go about this? And that I just love telling about because there is so much though. That's one of the things I wanted to make it available to people, because when you look at 40K, if you're just getting into it, you want to get into the lore, you're like, oh, cool. You guys are going to tell me about a billion books, basically. So much stuff. Where the hell do I start? I love start with the Horus Heresy and figure it out. We were trying to do that with the Lorecast and just go, let's get people in. You know what I mean? Let's hopefully we can help guide people and get them into the game, get into the lore, into the whatever, man. There's so much of it.
Yeah, I mean, I equate the Horus Heresy to almost like the original trilogy of Star Wars. Like it's the starting off point. Like can you imagine trying to like tell somebody to get into Star Wars by watching episode 1? I feel like they'd be like, I saw the first movie,
Honestly,
I'm good.
I think it would actually be like telling them to read one of the like newer, like the
Just gotta read like New Jedi Order and figure it out from there.
Yeah, like the whatever with the Golden Age of the Republic or whatever they called it, the newer
Oh,
the
yeah,
High
yeah.
Republic. You're like, oh hey, there's this like huge thing, but you have to start like all the way back here at the High
Oh
Republic.
God!
And-
you
and not
do
know-
Old Republic stuff with Revan and everybody. You just like
And
figure
just
it out
not
from
knowing
there.
what anybody is talking about for the people who have only watched the movies or only like done the stuff that's out right now.
Get back to me when you've caught up with the 5,000 years of lore.
and that's exactly like how it feels. I'm on the same page with
How
you.
do we go from
Greg.
40K to fucking Jedi's?
You know it.
Yes.
This
It
is
was
how
a
we do.
reference. Oh, did you miss
This
that?
is
It was
how
a
we do
reference.
it. This is how we roll.
We are good at what we do.
I know we are.
Dylan, you want to
Just
ask me a
saying.
question?
You told me you could be unleashed.
That's fine.
I mean, yeah. So while we're on the subject, and he did mention Space Wolves, I did have a question for you, Brad. So my question is, can we make a galaxy-wide movement to stop calling Space Wolves furries? I mean, I think that they are cool. Space Wolves, not furries.
Space
You
puppies.
don't know.
It's always puppies.
Yeah.
You got to get the
I heard
howl
them.
too. Oh,
No, because like to me, the Space Wolves are really cool too. Like they, what is it? Their companies are based off of like moon phases and stuff like that. Like,
oh, they have all kinds of stuff. They have
Yeah.
the Unicona. They have such really cool. Shot at the top fly. When I had my first, my first loyalist, I did Space Wolves, and I think this I'm going to tell you a tale of woe. So I had my Space Wolves done, and I had them do ruins around every single base of every model. Loved it, the old Viking
Nice.
theme. So it looks super cool. And then later on, they changed the base size of the model. So all my cool rune bases were not usable because I had to make them.
no.
Told you.
That is
It's a
really
pretty-
cool though.
It's a great
Yeah.
tragedy. But no, the Space Wolves are super. They're one of my favorites. We just recorded the Grey Knights cast, which will be live in
Nice.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. But one of my favorite moments of that is Logan Grimdarr going buck wild at the Grey Knights. The Space Wolves don't screw around, man.
They don't fuck around. No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
So they just I love that about them is they also the fact that Lehman Russ effectively just got wasted and just walked into the Eye of Terror because he doesn't understand physics. I just assumed that he was looking at a map and was like, dude, it's like this far away. By the way, again, hand gestures for everybody in audio, and then just literally left and went
I'm doing
into
my
like
hands right
and as soon it just walked into, you're like, that is like 3 warp jumps away. He's like, no, I'm gonna go beat the shit out of everybody in the warp. They're like, oh, okay. Like, what's your plan, dude? I told you, I'm gonna walk that way, and then I'm gonna start beating the shit out of people. Again, he's
it'd be hype,
wrote down
is
the
it?
physics.
What'd be hype is if he linked up with Corvus.
Yeah, Corvus, who refuses to admit that he's a demon Primarch. Yes. He is fully warp infused. We're not doing that one forever. John's pissing me off about that because I keep making fun of it. I've played Raven Guard. Garvex is effectively invisible demon prince right now, completely in denial. It's like, hey man, you're a giant warp infused entity that is cruising around sniping people, and you're like, nah, man, I'm totally good. You're like, I can quit at any time. You're like, okay.
The first step is
Gotcha,
admitting you have a
buddy.
problem.
That damn warp dust.
Well, all right. Well, speaking of warp, one of our buddies, Moose, he wanted to know what is the shadow in the warp.
The shadow in the warp is in. Are we talking the Tyranid shadow in the warp, or are we talking about the cast?
I think the
stuff?
Tyranid. I think the Tyranid one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shadow in the warp is effectively the fact that the Tyranids put off this gigantic warp presence, and we can argue forever on how and why that's coming through, because that is cough cough possibly the old one's creators of. That is definitely not canon, but they have an overarching, such a powerful. They don't do the Tyranids justice. One of the things is the Tyranid high fleets all adapt perfectly to where they are. So there's certain fleets that just make demons not exist. They just shut them off because that's how they adapted themselves to be. But the shadow in the warp effectively is this. They're warp presence is so powerful that it can just effectively kill people from sheer the weight of it. You fear you have to make in the game, you make a check, or you just become battle shocked because you get overwhelmed with effectively the mind power. And if you're playing BG3, it's like an Elder Brain hitting you with that power, but on a galactic presence level. So
That's wild.
You know, it's one of those things like, I'm assuming, I don't know, I may be the only one, but when you get a realistic scope of, say, our solar system, and then you get a realistic scope of our galaxy and the universe. Brad, I was listening to your guys' podcast not too long ago, the 3-parter in regard to the Tyranids, and you guys were talking about, what was it, Hive Fleet Kraken, I think? The one that was like 1,000 light years wide.
It's ridiculous.
That's fucking insane.
Well, it's also the fact that
Insane.
it just the scope of how big the galaxy is and everything. You got to figure that the Imperium, for instance, they talk about it having 1 million inhabited worlds that produce things, not just they know about worlds. It's people that are on these worlds, and other races just haven't met us until recently. That's how big the galaxy is. You know what I mean? We're everywhere, but we're barely anywhere. So it's the scope of it's crazy. If you want to go in our Discord and always mention when you're talking about space, up, down, or north, east, west, south, because you'll make John lose his mind.
Please. Hold, please.
Got a challenge.
Challenge accepted. Hold, please.
Definitely tag him. He gets so bent. He's like, there's not a north, east, or south. It's space, man. It's 3-dimensional. I'm like, yeah, so like I was saying, go east on the map. They reference that all the time. Like, for instance, like the tower we were fighting the tower on the eastern fringe. You're like, it's not eastern. It's 3D. Yeah, sure, man, whatever. So to the west.
Let's see what.
Fire me up. Said
All
you had
right,
more.
let's see. We have a couple more. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to ask these, like in which order.
Wait, like how do they get like super weird? Like, I'm going to set these up. Okay.
No, because when we ask questions, depending on how long the tangent goes, sometimes we miss a question. So let's see. Who is your favorite Traitor Legion, and why is it the Iron Warriors?
That's tough. The Iron Warriors are awesome. Proto-Rabo just did put a spanking on a lot of people. They also have a cool color scheme. My first Chaos army was World Eaters. I just like the idea of literally being in a futuristic environment and punching people to death with your hands. So they're like, good, I could use these giant cannons that phase you out of reality, or I could hit you so hard you die. Like, okay, that guy's got problems, and I want to get into them. So,
Listen, World Eaters are my Chaos Legion.
That's always going to have a place in my heart, just because it's my first army. It was my World Eaters was my first army. I played in the 2000 season, and I won a GT with them in 2001 with my World Eaters. So they will always have a near and dear place in my heart.
What?
Awesome.
I've been reading about Thousand Suns a lot, just because of Space Marines too. Like that's been, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's been the one that I've been reading the most of lately, just because I want to learn.
I like their aesthetic.
Yeah,
The aesthetic of the Thousand Suns is great.
They have cool lore, but I think that their lore they're kind of like, for me, like the Death Guard, where their Primarch's actually way less interesting than the other guy. So for Thousand Suns, it's Aramon. For Death Guard, it's Typhus. Because they just have, if you haven't read them, the three-part trilogy for Aramon's a fantastic read. You get into, I like anybody that they humanize a lot and tell you why. You know what I mean? I love a well put together fall of a hero, and then the continuation. I just hate like when anytime you write a villain that's just a bad guy, he's doing evil for evil's sake. You're like, oh, that's super boring. You know what I mean? I like my villains to have like at least for them to think they're in the right. They're not just trying to do bad. Like they're trying to. It's one of my favorite things is a fallen paladin. A fallen paladin that still thinks he's in the right. It's fantastic.
Who do you think has the, like, as far as like villains go, has the best backstory, hands down?
Abaddon.
Okay.
Yeah, I just finished the Abaddon.
He's just got the most, so it's hard not to say him. He's effectively, I mean, you can go with Horus, like he's the basis of the game. The Horus Heresy is the basis of 40K, and Abaddon, if you're talking about current people, you know what I mean, like continuing on, because he's still pushing the story forward. Like Abaddon is pushing the story forward. I mean, he currently broke the sky in the current edition of 40K. He turned the Eye of Terror into the Rift of Chaos, which basically split the galaxy in half, or at least split the Imperium part of the galaxy in half. So like he's continually having more and more. A lot of people will yell about the fact that he's been kind of retcon here and there, but like he's just really interesting because he refuses to. One of the best parts about Abaddon, we said this in the shamelessly self-promote in the Abaddon cast. One of the best things about Abaddon is he refuses to take a lot of power. He is chaos infused, but he keeps playing them off each other because he thought that Horus was a puppet of the chaos gods, and he refuses to be that. So he also just thinks he's wildly in the right. So he thinks like he is betrayed the original mission. He has an actual purpose besides just being a bad guy. And he also fights with the temptation of all the chaos gods, because they're each one of them consistently is trying to draw him to them completely. And he basically saw his father, you know, the Horus, what happened to him, and he felt like he eventually became just a puppet and refuses to be that, even though he feels he could be wildly more powerful if he just embraced everything. So it's just, I don't know, he's very interesting to me because even though he's wildly evil, he's still relatable evil, you know, from a story standpoint, and not just a epic arch enemy, just the boss that you beat on the 32nd level of a game, you know.
So you mentioned retcon. Is there now? I mean, in D&D, Warhammer. I mean, you're talking games that have spanned decades. You know, things are going to change here and there. You know, different editions and everything like that. Is there a retcon that you think has made the game or a specific faction or whoever better? And is there a retcon that you think may have ruined the game a little?
There's a bunch of small things, but it's all as far as ruined, all of them are little for me. There's the people that'll argue this forever, but like I think most of them are just like whatever. You still have to move stories forward. You have to sell models and everything. So like I don't think it even ruined the game. I think a lot of things you miss, like you could have been very passionate about something and they changed it, and now that's not the same for you. So that's a very personal thing. The one that I think they made wildly better is for a while they were trying to make it so you could communicate with Tyranids. That was like in first, I can't remember if it was Rogue Trader or second edition. But they got rid of that. They retconned that it just didn't happen because you want things like Tyranids. Well, you want them to be one of the biggest things about a Tyranids, for instance. As much as I love Abaddon because he's a relatable evil where you can understand what he's doing, and you know he has his own struggles and stuff. I love that the Tyranids are this unknown. You have no idea what they are, why they are, what the hell are they doing? They're just killing. They're just harvesting planets. Why are they doing this? Are they fleeing from someone? What the hell are they doing? I love the unknown part and the fact that they don't communicate with us at all. They just nothing. They just fight us and kill
100%.
us. Yeah, and I love that you have no idea what their goals are. What are the reasons for this? I just love leave that. Some things are supposed to be secret. I love the idea of us not knowing. Don't write. You're never going to write something for Tyranids and other things like that are going to please everybody because everybody has their own backstory. You know what I mean? Their own thing that they think is the actual reason. It's the same thing when you see, movies and stuff done. There's going to be a shit ton of times when you're like, you see the person playing one of your favorite book roles and you're like, boo, no. It's so it just leaves some of those things alone for me.
Tom Cruise is Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny that you said that. I was totally thinking that, but I just didn't want to go there.
Well, and then
I
you know
swear,
as well.
you guys are the same people. I swear.
I was thinking out of my mind because screw that. I'm going on this one. Jack Reacher is literally 6'5",
6'5".
giant dude.
6'5",
Cruise
250
is
pounds.
maybe my height. Like,
Yeah, he's got to be what, 5'3" or something like that. I
No, he's
forget.
I think he's like
He's-
5'4". Yeah.
I thought he was like 5'8".
Oh,
I
Tom Cruise
thought
is
he was smaller than that.
Still
I'm
small.
5'6" and I
Still small,
diesel.
though.
I feel like I diesel on Tom. He's also about 100 pounds less than me. Jack Reacher. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, come on, bro. Let's be real. Let's
listen,
be real
Tom
here.
Cruise movies, but
He's
yeah,
five.
man.
But you know what? In regard to the Terminids and the lore there, or the Tyranids, I apologize. I think one of the things that make them so fucking horrifying is the fact that there is no communication with them. There is no,
It's crazy.
you know what I mean? It's just this massive wave. And like for you guys, I don't know if you've dipped into any of that lore, but like their attack on Macragge and Ball, like that is some really good reading. Like that is some good shit. And it's terrifying that you have this fucking swarm that will adapt to whatever they're fighting. And I think you even
completely.
said it in your last cast. It's like they don't go into a fight thinking they're going to win. They go into a fight knowing they're going to steamroll you.
And they've adapted everything. The scariest thing that we don't do, I don't think we do enough credit to, and they don't run enough stuff on, is GSC, the Gene Stealer cult. The Gene Stealer cult effectively infiltrates, infests basically planets, and they've got layers. We talked about this in one of the lower casts. Love shameless promoting, but
Hell
You'll
yeah.
get plenty of it throughout the night. Don't worry.
but
If
like,
we're
so this
into
is-
it, it's not shameless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a generational thing, and you have different levels of infestation. And when they finally get they basically get the go light. They've infiltrated every level, like the people that work the power plants, the guys that are on the railroads, the cleaning crews, the Imperial Guard, the soldiers and stuff. They've infiltrated everywhere, so you have no idea who's who. And all of a sudden, this guy pulls his cloak off with his 4 arms and attacks you, and then your buddy Ted shoots you, and they cut off all the power, they shut off all the water, and you have nowhere to go anywhere, and you're like, I don't know what the hell's
Ted.
going on. The goddamn Ted's been really betraying everybody.
Fucking Ted.
I love the way you put that.
Bob from GIT.
Exactly. And all of a sudden, Bob from IT hits you with his tentacle that came out of nowhere. You're like, so we should talk, dude.
Yeah. Listen, we've been
We're
working
gonna
next to
have
each other now for a
meeting about
year.
this.
If you're lonely, we can find someone for you.
I mean, there's somebody that's into that kind of stuff, man, but it's not me.
So, but that's one of my favorites. I love that the unknown, the fear, the whatnot. I loved a lot of the Lovecraft books because of that, like the Cthulhu mythos and stuff like that. Just things where you're just the unknown aspect of it, and also just the Tyranids are fascinating just because it feels almost unwinnable against them, and it's one of those against all odds that even though the Marines keep effectively winning battles and stuff, it's one of those like, are we going to lose in the end? It's like fighting the necromancers and stuff like that. Well,
I
they
got
keep just raining bodies.
I got 2 questions for you. I know you kind of mentioned earlier to start with the Book of Heresy. Did I say it right?
Of course,
Yeah.
I see.
So if someone came up to you and said, "Where should I start?" and after I hit that start, where would I go next? What would be the next step?
I would ask a bunch of questions, to be honest with you, because
Mhm.
it's the style that you want to go in. Are you more story things that you can relate to? Because you can go with Eisenhorn. It's fantastic because he's he's juiced up, but he's a Inquisitor. He's a human, not a juiced up, super soldier or anything. And he's dealing with all these crazy things. Or Gaunt's Ghosts, which is again, a bunch of regular humans doing crazy shit. Those are great books. If you want to get into, I kind of call it high sorcery, you can delve into the Primarch books and go through that. They've got a pretty good intro stories for those, and a lot of them have multiple books that go into where they are now. If you want to go into current 40K, the Lions book from the Dark Angels Primarch, fantastic. If you want to get kind of current in what is happening right now in 40K, because his book and the Codex and everything put out the current state of the galaxy right now. So that's up to date. So kind of, I would get more of like what you're excited about, because there's hundreds of books. So yeah, you have to ask kind of qualifying questions of what excites you. But like, you can't go wrong. Eisenhorn's just good. It's a good read. All his books are a good read. Gaunt's Ghost, fantastic read. But they're more relatable. You know what I mean? You can put them in because like there's sometimes when you're like, oh, cool. Because the Primarchs are Mary Sue's in a way. Like they're always just held back by the fact of they're sad about something. So you're just like, you do know you're a demigod and you could just take care of everything. but you're basically being pouty about somebody saying something to you.
They're the emo class.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like I could do everything, but I'm sad. Like, all right. Well, it's like it's sometimes you get into I like both. I like super powered, and I like to play. I like to put on the game, portal elves, super soldiers, all that kind of stuff. The things that I can't relate to. So I want to throw down those. So I'm all over the place in my likes about that. But like if you were saying where to go from there, I would ask those questions before that, and then I would give you a recommendation. Because the 40K universe is so goddamn big, and there's so much lore, there's so many books. I still own a ton of my old rule books that have nothing to do with anything because they have great lore in them. They're just good reads. Even though the rule books and the rules have nothing to do with anything anymore. So they've just got good stories.
And the second question I got for you, if someone wanted to start the tabletop game, would you tell them to run away or would you tell them to get into it?
No, I fucking love the game, dude. I'm literally traveling forever miles to go play this weekend.
Where should someone brand new if they want to get in the tabletop, where should they start in the tabletop?
That's tough. It depends if you have a big group or not, or if you're going in. I was really spoiled in the fact that I had a great store thanks to the game room. But I would go and I would see what your current scene if you go to a game store, or I would do like you guys did, just kind of drag a bunch of my friends into the same thing at the same time. But it's better to have a bunch of people going in because you can mix and match. You can use people's models. You have a bigger collection to draw from. People get in and out. They get more excited about things, so it helps on that. But I would look for basically the most people that want to have the kind of fun that you want to have, though. And it does take a little bit of time on that, though, because if you get your friends, it's super easy. You know what I mean? If you can just grab a group of people like you guys did, that's the perfect situation. But if you're looking for people to play and stuff like that, you want to make sure that they're having the same kind of fun you want to have. Some people just want to play with random shit. Some people want to be, super hardcore. I'm winning this game. I'm going to do everything I can. And a lot of people are just in between somewhere. You know what I mean? You want to find people that have that same drive and want that basically that your fun is their fun. You know what I mean? You don't want to spoil anybody else's fun, but don't let anybody else spoil your fun. You know what I mean? You want to put random shit on the board? Put random shit on the board, dude. Again, it's Toy Soldiers. You can play it at every level you want. But I would try to drag a bunch of people, but then I would look for game nights and stuff like that and spring from there. So,
just to tack on Rich's question. So there's a game store down the road from me, and they just expanded, so they're having more game nights. Does it make sense for somebody to like go and just like watch a game? Like, would you be able to pick up on how they're playing?
Yeah, it's a super complex game that's very basic in the things that you're trying to do at the core. So it just gets exponentially as you add more and more things. But at the base, you've got a movement phase, a shooting phase, and a fight phase. I mean, that's the whole game. You know what I mean? So like it's very this, and this, and then you get into all the rules, how they connect. Also, if you want to learn how to play the game, also go into my damn Discord. And I'm like, how am I not? I'm self-promoting everything else. You asked me a question that I specifically could have written how to play 40K in my Discord. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to drop the shit out of that one.
We will all be joining after this. Yes.
There will be a link in the show description afterwards, so don't worry.
I'm legitimately surprised that I'm not getting hit by John through my phone, even though he's not here. They threw a layup question to you, and you just went trip.
Well, hey, I kind of have a follow-up question off of Greg's, in that kind of how you described it. There's the movement phase, this phase, this phase. So if you've played games, I think I heard you mention Baldur's Gate 3 earlier. If you're kind of into the turn-based strategy type of video games, would that kind of help you pick up how the flow of 40K goes with the miniatures?
Kind of, to be honest with you, a lot. Because it's most of these kind of things translate over. If you're playing turn-based, if you're playing miniature board games, if you played any of those things, yes, they're going to have different internal rules, with how things interact with each other, but the basics of it are the same. That's why you see the same people going from game to game and doing very well. Especially card games is a big thing on that. Like the mechanics are going to be the same. You've got, again, you got movement. You've got either ranged or hand-to-hand damage, and you've got attack and defense values depending. Whether you're rolling a D6, a D20, a D whatever your stat stuff is, it really does translate 100%. I could have just said yes, but instead I went with that.
In the world of
appreciate the detailed
40K,
answer, yes.
I know you have like your cast iron figures, and now you have people who can 3D print. Are there the snobs out there that won't play with the 3D printer guys?
Yeah, that's a weird. It's not as bad as it used to be. They used to have. It's been all over the place because they used to just say you couldn't bring 3D prints, and then you could bring some 3D prints, and then they require certain models to be the actual model. There's a separate thing that they had for a long time called Forge World, where you can kind of get specialty miniatures. And so like they wanted different. So it's been all over the place. We've had a wild roller coaster through the decades now that I've been playing of what was considered tabletop ready. So like people for a long time, you wanted a certain level of painting before you were allowed to put it on the table in the big tournaments. If you're just playing, you're playing. You know what I mean? You could do whatever. And then that's went up and down to be just some paint to, have it painted to a certain standard, not like super artistic standard, but just like,
red.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't want that. And I'm not going to lie, that was part me on having that because I would show up with terrible looking stuff. And they're like, dude, come on. So, but there's a lot of people that like, there's a lot of people that listen to me and we talk about it. Like I'll give a shout out to my boy KR. He won't even play a pickup game with anything that he doesn't feel that he's proud of that he's painting. And it's a certain level of painting. He doesn't want to put things on the table because he thinks that it's very thematic and he wants, a certain look on his tables with the terrain being really well painted, the models being well painted, and he wants to play other people that have well painted armies. And then there's people that just want to put the models on the table. There's people that are being very competitive. Like when I practice, I'm doing everything from non-painted models to proxy models and stuff like that. Because I'm getting ready mechanically. I'm practicing the game itself to keep up. Because there's 27 factions with multiple detachments, constantly changing stuff. So keeping up on things versus, like I said, there's just wild differences in your play level and find your own fun level. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, there is people that just don't want to play anybody that's not super well painted, and there's other people that just don't care. The only thing that's really big in any tournament, no matter whether it's a local tournament or not, it's called WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. People just want to know what the hell they're playing against. That's about the only universal thing when you go to organized play. If you're just playing in the basement and you want to try something out, Who cares? Yeah, I played games where I used children's stuffed animals for to step in for something I didn't have. But like when you go to an actual tournament, they want you to have the model itself. So that's about the only rule that we have in the game that is everywhere, is just make sure it is what it is.
I have one other question. I just dropped the ball in my head. Sorry, come back again.
I can pick it back up and drop it again if you want me to.
That's a very large head. So
It's a very large
It's
ball.
not as the head's not as large as Channing Tatum giving me this weird smoky look the entire time.
Oh,
you're
you mean
talking
the
about it.
smoochy smooch face?
That is a smoochy smooch face.
Oh, so I know. So you're telling me like your basement is a bunch of terrains with multiple armies for practicing?
Whoa! Not my basement. I keep all my stuff somewhere else. That's
But
crazy talk.
when you go to a tournament, do you know what kind of terrain you're playing ahead of time, or is it blind when you go in?
It's a little bit of both. Most tournaments now will give a full player packet and they'll tell you what terrain you're going to be playing on. There's a GW has standard sets. Like for instance, there's other places that have WTC. The World Team Championships has 8 different tables for different missions, and then the UKTC has different terrain for theirs, and then GW Games Workshop has 8 sets of terrain. So they'll call it, you were playing GW1 on day 1, GW3 on day 2, GW4 on day 3 kind of thing. So most of the time, yes, but there are a lot of tournaments that'll just say we're playing GW terrain, which could be one of 8. You know what I mean? And there's some that just don't say anything, because the old school way to play was you didn't know what you were getting into, because a lot of people wanted people to have to adapt on the fly and not design your army specifically for a certain mission, certain terrain and stuff like that. And some people are very passionate about that. Like you don't get to choose exactly where you fight kind of thing, and they get really into it. So like, yes, most of the time it's, you know exactly what you're getting into, but some of the time you don't. So, and you get to choose. And the thing about it is I go to both because I like just having a little bit of everything. I think I've already really hammered down the fact that I can keep on one subject for about 2 seconds before I go somewhere else. So I do that in my gaming. I just like different things, and I don't think any one thing's right. I think each one holds its own value. You know what I mean? If you like one more than the other, go to that one. You know what I mean? It's just cool. You know, this has it really. One thing that I do miss, I'm going to harp on this. We now have pretty much mostly you scored this many points, battle points per game, and that person just win, which is great for me because I show up with shittily painted stuff because I can't paint for shit, and I borrow things from everyone. But we used to have an overall score, and we still do here and there, but like it used to be the biggest thing. So like I would only go for best generals because I knew my army wasn't going to get a good enough painting score and stuff like that. And I do miss that a lot because it felt like we have some insanity painters. We have some hobbyists. I don't want to give anybody shade because they're good friends of mine. They are just amazing at the hobby. But we used to have people, I felt like the average person, the average Joe was doing more because you used to have to like kind of write a little fluff piece for your army, and you got a paint score, and your total score combined was where you got ranked, as opposed to how I crushed everybody in just the games. So like maybe that's also looking through my rose-colored glasses on that. But like I miss, but it's a hobby. You know what I mean? It's cool miniatures, and there is something to be said for. Do I have some cool shit on the board? You know, does it feel like a cool? Am I playing that scene in the book? You know what I mean? Again, I go back to what I originally said with I remember moments, you know, and I can remember people's armies and cool things that happened more so than I'm ever going to remember any individual game.
So you talk about painting, and I'm curious about something. So like in space, I don't know. Have you played Space Marines 2 yet, by chance?
I have it.
Yeah. Okay. So like what I mean, we've all been taught, like before the game even came out, we were already like picking like, oh, well, I'm going to be a bulwark and I'm going to be a sniper. I'm going to, you know, this and that, and like what faction and everything like that. But as we progressed on in this game and we've leveled up, we've been messing with like some of us have been messing with the faction colors a little bit. Like there's no like real like color scheme or anything like that. Like, is that something in the tabletop? Like, can you say like, hey, I'm playing Blood Angels, but my Blood Angel is like blue, red, white, green, orange, like all these different colors on one guy, and just make up a story for it? You'd be okay with it?
I can feel Jared's brain breaking right now.
You're going to get my view of it, and you're going to get some super hardcore people of it. There's a huge argument for like a long time. This is competitively in that. Is if you're playing certain legions, you're playing Blood Angels, you're playing Ultramarines and stuff like that, they had to be painted specifically what their actual colors were. That was like a huge argument on that. And then a lot of people just wanted their own chapter because there's a lot of successor chapters from all of this. So my thing is, it kind of like how I am about a lot of things, just play with the fuck you like. You know what I mean? Like if you want your Blood Angels to be pink with blue polka dots, cool, man. Just make them the best blue with pink polka dots ever. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a shit. Like make them cool.
Chair. Get my pink polka dots ready.
But that's
I am not a Nazi.
but no, there's a lot of people that are very passionate about
you are,
and the feel about the game on that. So no, there's nothing wrong with that because that's for a long time you had to do that. You know what I mean? There wasn't a have your own color scheme thing. If you were going to play specifics, you had to play actual successor, for instance, for the Marines. You had to play because there's so many successor chapters coming from, you know what I mean? And they all have different color schemes, so you can make your own. But like when people like, if you're using these named characters from this particular chapter, you know, I'm playing Dark Angels. I have Azrael out. You know, I'm playing Dante with the Blood Angels. You better have your army painted, and a lot of people are very passionate about that, and that's fine. It's just it isn't my jam. But I'm also never been the super hobby guy. You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to tell somebody that is super into it, that spent a shit ton of time into it, how to think about that shit. Like you can have whatever opinion you want on that. You know what I mean? I'm a huge crazy lore guy, but you know, when I put the models on the board, I put some pretty non-lore shit on the board. So that's good.
Like a teddy bear, right?
Well, no, just like some things are just better, you know what I mean, and some things don't translate. You know what I mean on into the lore under the board. So, but like, I appreciate the hobby guys, man. It's so much harder to. I'm going to a tournament this weekend, and I'm legit grabbing random stuff from 3 different people and slamming it on the board. And people's heads will explode. They're hobbyists and like thinking of me putting my ghetto fabulous mishmashed army on the board. And I'm going to put down for the biggest team tournament in America. And I'm like, what are you doing? I also own most of the stuff, so I could have just put it all together in one. And I didn't want to travel with all of it. So it was that. But like, that's not how a lot of people are. They're very, very passionate about the hobby. And there's people that have mad skills. As competitive as 40K is, like playing the game, it's laughable compared to the competitiveness of the competitive painting and hobby guys. Like those guys are next level doing
I gotta
stuff.
watch that. I gotta watch those videos.
I want to watch a paint off. I want that to be a series. Like that would be so cool.
I'm gonna I'll give you a Vegas story on this. I come in, I may or may not have been drinking a few wines, and I show up at 3:30 in the morning into my hotel room, and Matt Aaron, shout out to Matt Aaron, great painter, is getting his stuff ready. We're in Vegas for Las Vegas Open, and he wants to win the paint competition for it. He wants to get the big score. He wants to win the overall award. They give the end of year awards at Vegas. And I walk in and I am trucked out of my mind. And I walk in and he has 1 foot on the toilet, 1 knee on the sink, and he's finished. He wants to put some extra highlights on stuff. And he's like, this is the best light. So it's 3:30 in the morning. I'm in contention to win the the year award for the thing, having fun, and he's so focused on painting that it's 3:30, and he's in the weirdest position ever. Again, no one can see me, and I'm trying to make this position. You can't hear what I'm doing, but he's just literally, he has the best light, is this crazy spot in the bathroom, and he needs that. And I'm just like, you are so much more competitive than I'm ever going to be in any of the stuff in competitive 40K.
Get the Julie
Well, I think
glasses
one thing-
on and
Yeah, it was
I think
crazy.
one thing that's cool in regard to the design of your character and whatnot, and sticking true to the chapter or not, and kind of doing your own thing. Twofold. One, I'm pretty sure that GW like has competitions or whatnot in order to like create a chapter. I'm pretty sure. So you guys might remember my Iron Raven in game, and I'm pretty sure the Iron Ravens came about from somebody submitting it to GW for the Ultima Founding, and they're canon. You know what I mean? That was just a dude putting together his own chapter and giving them a story and sending it GW's way, and GW going, hey, right on. Now it's canon.
Yep, they've
So-
done it multiple times. It's awesome.
So you're saying we
No.
could start a Ghetto Fabulous chapter and hopefully get
We
it in the
could.
game?
Yeah.
now start a space
Now the
mafia
problem
chapter.
is, there you go. The problem is though, in game there are not a lot of heraldry options available that should be, which is somewhat upsetting for a stickler like myself, especially trying to make my Blood Angel.
Man, I
the
Oh,
cool
you're
thing
talking
though
about
is,
Space Marines?
You can
yeah,
even
Space
find
Marine
about
2. There's
this.
a lot of heraldry that's not there. But the cool thing is, and I mentioned this in chat a few days back, that once you start unlocking like the higher tier armors for your characters, those things are blinged out of fucking control, which means that Space Marine obviously has a higher rank. And when you look at the higher rank Space Marines in the game, and 40K in general, they kind of do whatever the fuck they want. So I mean, at that point, you have liberty to kind of bling yourself out. You know what I mean?
True story. I miss that. We used to have a lot more of that in the game, to be honest with you. We had a lot more banners and different things off. This purity seals and stuff like that used to be just everywhere. And you see some people still crushing it out. Like I said, there's some hobbyists that are just so bonkersville talented on that. So you see some super badass. It's one of the things, if you guys are all somewhere near North Carolina, guys aren't, but Adepticon, the Adepticon Team Championships has some of the best hobby stuff. If you ever get a chance, it's now in Milwaukee. It used to be in Chicago. But one of the things it's one of my favorite tournaments of the year. It's a team tournament that really focuses on the hobby is a huge part. They have a theme score, a paint score, then you've got your battle score. But like you just have people with gigantic display boards with all their stuff. I mean, like our display board last year was 9 foot tall and it had 4 levels. So,
Jesus.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, you see some really, really cool shit. And I love that part of the game. And that's the thing is like, that's what's kept me in this game for so long. It's got great lore, but like people want to have a great time. I've met people from all over the world playing it. But you have like these beautiful armies, you have super thematic stuff, you have super fun times. There's a lot that the game mechanics are the game mechanics. They're meh. But having your friends over, meeting people from all over the place, looking at super beautiful done models, themed up stuff, people coming together to do things, having your friends all get together for one thing that you guys can all share stories about. That's awesome. That's the thing that's kept me in the game for forever. Sometimes the rules are terrible. I don't really care. I'm not going just for the game, the game itself. The computer games are better than the goddamn miniature game. On that, I'll get stuff thrown at me for that. But like, I'm saying, like rules wise and mechanically, but like the social aspect, it's just such a good time to hang out and do things. And like I said, I've been to 30 something countries playing 40K. So I've been all over the place. It's fantastic.
And I think that's something we can all relate about, just as far as our video gaming community is. It's the same deal. It's who you play with, right?
100%. So much. I mean, so many games are just like the only reason that you play them is just to get together with everybody.
Yep.
I mean,
100%.
I can remember so many games where there was like major glitches, and like you guys, everybody remembers that thing, that broken thing, that whatever, and you still talk about, oh man, you remember we did this and blah blah blah, you know, because it's never the specifics of things. It's just like I'm sorry, it is the specifics. The specific moments again. It's moments.
Yep.
And that's why I think kind of like, I mean, I go in full circle here, but you know, with the video game too, I think that's kind of what helped us like all get into the, like, just not just the game, but the 40K lore, everything in general was just the fact that it was all of us just going like, oh, did you hear about this? Did you see this? Oh, in the game, they're going to talk about this. And hey, we did this. What does this gun do? And what is this? You know, it's asking, you know, and playing with friends and joking around while doing it, because I mean, at least with Space Marines, like half of the fun is like, oh, did you see the execution that guy just did? That is fucking nuts. So
I'm such a sick. I love cinematics. Like I'm the dude that'll like when someone will put together the whole thing. I'd even more than the gaming, I want to watch the whole story play out. So when they'll make the cinematic movie soon, I'm assuming somebody will. They always do. I watch them all the time. But like things like, I don't know, just like Marnius Calgar when he just shows up.
Oh, God,
there's a
that was
Lord of
right.
Change.
Oh,
Open the
dude.
rift.
That
It
was
is-
so epic.
It was just like, yeah, man. Like your first reaction to holy shit, what's happening is whatever. Move, bitch, get out the way. He just like crushes through and starts beating the shit out of people. You're like, I'm gonna follow that dude. He clearly knows what the hell's going on.
Well, I mean, I do have a question since we are talking about Space Marines too. You played through the whole campaign, correct?
I've not played through the whole campaign because I got it and I want it. I'm playing like 4 games right now and I'm back and forth on stuff. So like I got into it. The only thing with Space Marine, I'm terrible at those type of games. I'm a bad shooter guy, like terrible.
Gotcha.
Always have been. I am turn based. I Civ 6, BG3 for turn, Civilization 6 for, you know what I mean. So that kind of that's my old man jam, is I can be half awake and still, you know, get my thing. So like I like to play enough where I get it. I'll play the campaign through. I always play the campaign through of whatever game. But I play super hard. Like I'll play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'll play it Unfair. I've got, you know, all that. All of the games like Space Marine 2, I'm like, yeah, let's not toggle that difficulty too high yet, because I am bad. It's the same thing I played first time I played any of the Dark Soul games, and I was just like, any of the jumpy games, I'm like, let's see my shitty hand-eye coordination. And I've gotten killed 48 times in a row.
dodge, parry.
This game
I
is
swear I
stupid.
dodged that. No, you didn't. Oh.
But like,
Well, what I was gonna ask was like, you know, forever how far you've gotten. Like the campaign is very cinematic. I wanted to kind of know like what you thought of it so far. Then, since you haven't beaten it.
Oh yeah, I like where they're going. I like the fact that they're really tying it in to things that are canon. I'm a weird stickler for that. I like things that are canon to stay canon, and they're not really breaking anything in the game. A lot of times games just go their own way because they want to have one cinematic moment, and you're like, that is not how it is. But I think they've done a really good job of showing like hardcore, like how badass Marines are against a lot of these, like, because they're the people that come in to take care of shit when the shit goes down. You know what I mean? That's when Marines are supposed to show up. They don't show up for random engagements. You've got billions and trillions of Imperial Guard to take care of that kind of stuff. You know, when the shit's hitting the fan, that's where the Marines are. And I love the idea of the Marines. I mean, their whole thing, their catchphrase thing is, no, they shall know no fear. That's their special rule. And I like that because they just show up in these crazy, all of these things that are happening are just bananas. Everybody would just run away, you know, and they're just wading right into it. I think they did a great job of that. And I like that they're personalizing it with people because of the fact that I know all the characters. So they've got a lot of the famous characters going in, like Amarnius Calgar and stuff like that. And showing you those guys. just being full badassery. You know what I mean? Doing super cool stuff, and you're like, oh, I know who that is, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I fanboy that pretty hard. So
Gotcha.
Oh man, I was gonna say something too, and I forget what it was. It had to do with the game though. Now you're talking about like you're a stickler for like the lore. So like obviously the opening sequence of the game is very epic. I think the minute we all played it, we were just like, oh my god, so great.
They put Titus in the Death Watch, like in the first like
Titus
the
is Death
tutorial.
Watch.
Yeah,
Right,
like in the
like-
first like tutorial of it, I was like, what?
Like do you? I mean,
I've watched. Sorry, I would go into what you're saying. I've played a little. I've watched bananas amounts of videos.
okay,
of this.
okay.
But,
So I guess
I know everything that's happening because I've watched every cinematic that's happened. I
Okay,
haven't
so
got
no
to it yet.
spoilers. Gotcha.
so there's no
Okay.
spoilers. Okay, cool. So that because I was trying to like figure out how I could word this without like giving away too much if you haven't got
Okay,
that far.
yeah,
Okay,
same.
cool. So all right, cool. Now that opens the door a little bit more.
It's like,
All right,
screw
so
your
then-
spoilers.
Yeah, exactly. So-
Waffle, mute yourself.
La, 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 la,
We're
la, la,
going
la.
in. We're going in.
I'm like half asleep right now. Anyway,
Okay.
So I guess my big question is like, so you were saying like they've stuck so far to the lore, they've tried to keep things canon. Is there things that you've seen in the game itself where maybe they've tweaked it a little bit that shouldn't be, like something with like the Thousand Suns or like even
Actually,
the opening-
I think that they did the Thousand Suns the best because I think the Thousand Suns and Zinch as the god, if I'm going to get specific on lore, are hard to do. They're terrible to do on the tabletop because they made a lot of the things look crazy. Because one of the biggest things with the Thousand Suns and their god is Zinch. A lot of their demons and stuff are supposed to be just these like again almost like Cthulhu, where they ignore the laws of physics kind of a little bit, so like they can break your mind because they look so crazy, and they do a lot of summoning and they do all sorcery and stuff. I thought they did a really good job there. The only thing that I thought they would do enough of is they don't, besides like when you're playing as your specifically your guys, there's a lot of people that are hanging out as opposed to doing specific squad things, and that's like a nerd lore thing. Because like the Space Marines really work as dev teams, tactical teams. This, they are very regimented in what they do. And in the game a little bit, it's, hey, let's let these heroes do their thing and you guys can all cheer us on to see what's going on. You're like, it'd be super cool if any of you guys helped at all. if you need me, I'll be saving the Imperium. You're like, go for it, bro. We're gonna make grilled cheese. You know what I mean? Like, cool. Fucking Ted.
Fucking dead.
So that in the game itself is the only kind of I think they did a great job on the Zinch stuff so far. But like I said, the Marine thing, I just wish they had, and this is like super nitpicking on it, but I just wish they had more people doing more squad intensive, because there's like, especially in the cinematics, you just have like the main characters doing main character shit, and then you have a bunch of red shirts standing behind like watching main characters do main character shit. So like, I don't know, like I like the fact that like all of the Marines are like mini heroes in and of themselves, I guess, you know what I mean? Because that is their lore. Like, these guys are legendary warriors. Like, one dude in story shows up and starts wrecking shop, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be just the main character that shows up to do things. And that's my only thing. I don't even know if that's where you're going, but that's where I went with it.
That's fine. Yeah, because I'm asking questions like about the story because I'm still getting used to the lore and the backstories of everybody. And like as I played the game, once I finished a mission, I went back and I was like, oh, okay, is this a real person? Is this a real thing? Did this happen in any type of way? So like, for me, like there's things that like I'm still not sure if that is canon in
I actually
40K at
think
all.
my thing is I think that the game is considered right now because it's all a lot of the stuff they're pushing forward in the lore. So
So like I don't know. Jay, cover your ears for a second. is like they were combining Necron technology and Mechanicus technology together.
that's hardcore lore.
Is it? That is okay.
I mean, there's some sort of Catan in the middle of Mars. So yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if that's I didn't know if that's something they're like, hey, we're gonna like push this out.
They're not. That's the whole thing is they're not supposed to. AdMech are all about technology, period, and the rest of the Imperium is like that's a super no. That's like witchcraft kind of thing. Yeah, I mean they will hunt you down.
Heresy.
So, yep, 100% heresy, and they want to do their own thing all the time, so they're hiding that in and of itself. So. Yes, that is definitely something that the AdMech would do. They're consistently, even right now on the tabletop, they have weapons that are basically you see they're utilized other races' technology, the Eldar, Necrons, whatever. In some of they have guns. They just have weaponry and technology that no one else is using because they will just burn you at the stake. In the 40K version of it, which is worse. So much worse. Everything that happens, you never just die. It's always bad. Is there any chance that someone could just shoot me? Because this is awful.
R.I.P. Magnus.
Yeah.
Big ups.
So, but yeah, there's all of that's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure on it. You know what I mean? I'd have to that this is me, what I've seen and what I've read and heard and everything. And what I've seen in the game so far. You know what I mean? Like I said, I watched the cinematics on that. And they do, like I said, even if it wasn't, they do mini retcon quite a bit. And they're going to, you know what I mean? The game has to be changing some all the time. You know what I mean? So they have to fit in. And they've done a really good job, by the way. In the last I'd say 7-ish years. We were on Abaddon's 13th Crusade for like 20 some years. And then they finally started pushing the story forward. So they could write before stories and during stories, but they weren't allowed to write ahead of that storyline for forever, basically. And now, and only now, in the most in the recent times, have we been pushing the story forward. So like they're allowed to change things. So things like Space Marine 2 will change the new canon basically, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Yeah. I know. Like we were talking about in chat earlier. So in the game, like I know Dylan and I are both like the sniper class most of the time, and we were talking about zoanthropes and the fact that like for whatever reason. I don't know, Dylan, if you've dealt with this in the times you played. I feel like I've played with guys, and it's like no one notices that they're flying up in the air, and you know we 2-shot them for the most part, or 3-shot them.
It's fucking annoying.
Yeah,
it's absolutely, like I was playing a heavy earlier, and I had a sniper with me that was above level than me. Like I was like level 11, and he was like a 14. We were on like a 3rd difficulty, and the sniper's just like shooting Majoris. So I'm like, bro, there's literally a fucking Neurothrope, not even a zoanthrope. It's a fucking Neurothrope. Shoot that motherfucker, dude. Let me deal with all the fucking little dudes, all the Minoris, because I have a heavy bolter. You have a fucking Lasvu seal. Shoot the motherfucker, bro. Like, Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be mad. Lore wise, I'd be mad if I couldn't take out if my Zoe would have to 2-shot somebody.
Well, so and it's what we were talking about. We got into the discussion of like how the game underpowered them for the most part, and understandably so. Like you can't put an enemy in a video game and basically have him be unkillable.
Yeah, I mean
warp time and fucking all this other shit. Yeah.
Well, I mean they have their attack is a psionic bolt that can go through any armor, and they're also effectively have a force field around them of psychic energy. So yeah, it's tough to. I mean, it's tough to balance them on the game itself. You know what I mean? Let alone in a video game on that. So it's just, yes, I know what you're talking about. I've watched that happen. I'm just like, really?
Yeah. It's
The
like, all
crazy-
right. Go ahead.
No, it's just there's so many crazy things. Like the thing that doesn't get enough mojo is things like lictors should be just like those are in lore just so they're the Tyranids that sneak in. They're camouflage. They're basically predator armor times 1,000 because it's it's biophysical. You know what I mean? But like those guys just go in and like trash bases. Like that's their whole thing. And they're character snipers. They sneak in and just like kill Sergeant Bob, you know what I mean? And just murder that
Bob.
dude.
Not Bob.
Poor
Bob
Bob.
was
Love
doing so
Sergeant
much
Bob.
work. But yeah, they do shit like that where it's hard to do that. And I kind of wanted that more in the game when you're doing stuff because like those guys are just causing havoc. I kind of wanted a scene where like camps getting rocked, you know what I mean? Because those guys are just they're just saboteurs, and I was really hoping that it'd start off a mission where you have to. I don't know. I kind of thought we'd have more of that. I wanted a little bit of going to find, weeding him out. You know what I mean? And killing certain
because
people.
because in game now it's like you see extremists up on the top, like the warning, right? And then you hear them, and you're like, oh, there's a lictor around. Then you see the dodge symbol, so you just dodge out of the way. If you have attack with you, they just throw an Auspex on it. It can't go invisible, and it's just chilling. And you're like, wow, this is very lackluster. Like you are not a threat at all.
That's kind of my deal on that. Is these guys are like this, boogeyman terror in the night. I'm about to summon Candyman, and then you're just like, click, I moved. You're dead. And you're like, you're not scary. You're like, I'm looking for a horror movie alien, and instead I got. Like that dude almost hit me, then I punched him. You're like, what else happened? You're like, no, that was the whole story.
Like
I
was expecting like in the campaign they had like the first lictor that you find is like a mini boss. Like he's got a ton of health. He's darting around on the top of like trees and stuff like that. Like straight predator status, right? And like
was the goddamn predator.
He was, right? And it was actually like scary. You're like, oh shit, you run an op with one of those things in there. It's like, but bro, who the fuck are you? Like, get out of here.
That was kind of my deal. That's my jam because I loved that a lot, and I just thought we were going to have more of that and more kind of thing. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. I mean, again, it's a game, so you can't just have a bunch of unkillable shit you're never going to find. Yeah, but like, yes, I like the boss thing was cool. I kind of wanted more of it and showing you like I like to see my baddie the creatures and the things you're fighting about. I like to see them do their thing, so you get a good feel for why it's so terrifying. So
yeah,
that's it.
Have you played any of the ops in the game? Like
I've been doing I just started the campaign, and like I said, I watched every single cinematic basically that I could find because I want to get a good feel. I want the story first, you know what I mean? And then I hemmed and hawed about what I want to be. So I think I spent more time at character creation screen and what I was going to
it takes a long time
than I've done anything else.
We
So
truly
do I
are
be-
the same. We truly are the same person. I think.
I was like, hey, let me play for 11 minutes after I spent 3 hours on the character creation screen with my other screen up, figuring out what my progression's going to be in the game that I've now spent no time playing. So,
Well, I mean, what I was going to say is in the second op, you fight a hive tyrant, like at the very end. And it is one of the coolest boss battles I think I've played in any of the games. And I was like, it's literally just one boss at the end of one op. And I was like, we need more of this in these operations, or like maybe even in the story, So like the operations are all canon to the story, right? So like in the story, you're fighting like a Carnifex on like a rooftop, and then like 3 Carnifexes come up, and you're like, oh shit, I'm totally going to die, but maybe I can pull this out of my ass. And then a giant green wave happens and it cuts the synapse, and then they all just fucking die. And that was from the op where you killed the hive tyrant. And I was like, that's really cool, but I want more of those battles of like the hive tyrant.
Yep. And the thing is they should be badass because the hive tyrants are like bananas awesome. You know what I mean? And they all control because they have the synapse comes off synapse creatures, and they have to have X amount, and they all have a range of who they can control. And when they don't, they fall back to either doing nothing or they can just rage out. You know what I mean? They basically go to what's called instinctual behavior. Again, lots of hand motions. And yeah. Jesus.
We missed our air quote, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I am the worst at this. No, but I like stuff like that. It's just, I mean, they came from, how much of this got deboed from StarCraft, how much of this got taken from, why can I not remember the game with all the movie about Starship Troopers, the Starship Troopers actual novels and stuff. You know what I mean? So like they come as a blend of all of that. And unfortunately, you could have had more. They were working with GW for a while on that. We could have had full lore Tyranids in StarCraft because they originally came to with that. Like
That would be
that's a real
awesome.
thing.
That's I mean, I loved StarCraft growing up. That was like one of my favorite games. And fucking Zerg rushes, man. If somebody had a Zerg rush down, like it was over in like the first 3 minutes.
I played StarCraft and I thought I was good at StarCraft, and then I went to one of the Asian servers and I got beat so badly that I just never played competitively again. I played casually, but a dude beat me so badly that I thought 4 or 5 people were playing against me, and it was just me sucking terribly and thinking I was good at the game.
Dude, all right. So I loved that game, and I thought it was good too. Like, not great, but good. Like, I could hold my own. And 2 of my buddies in middle school and high school were Asian, and it's not. I'm not trying to. I'm not
Throwing hate.
I'm not trying to throw. You've never known like pure hatred towards yourself until you are trying to build a base. And they're playing Protoss, which is the slowest faction to build. And they are literally Protoss rushing you in the first 5 minutes of the game. I don't know how they did it, but I just remember playing a game between the both of them. They're both Protoss. I was a Zerg because I thought I was going to Zerg rush them. And both of them had their like bases floating towards mine, planting it right in the front of my base and just annihilating me in the first like 5-10 minutes of the game. And I quit after that. I couldn't play anymore because I hated myself. I love those guys. They were some like my good friends. And I remember like getting up from my computer because we would like hook our computer. Like my buddy would just like have like multiple computers in his house.
LAN
And it was
party.
just like, yeah, LAN party. And I just get up and like walk out of the room and just be like, fuck. and just like, I gotta walk outside. I gotta go outside. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. And then like,
I need a cigarette after that.
Yeah. I haven't played StarCraft since.
I don't think you should. I don't think your heart rate would like that.
No.
I was
Forever.
more of a Red Alert guy and or Rise of Nations when we played RTS.
Love Rise of Nations.
Oh, Brad, you are muted.
Brad, you're muted.
Hold. There we go. He's back. No, he's not. There he is.
I got beat so badly in StarCraft that you knocked my voice out. Look, I thought you were good at games. You said you sucked. You're out. We don't hear anything over here.
You got beat so bad, 2003 just showed up and muted your microphone.
Still haunting me.
Still haunting.
Things and stuff. That was a weird silence.
It happened. That'll be edited, don't worry.
Yeah, we
Not
have.
really.
Edit.
We were going to, but then we didn't.
No, we have weird moments of technical difficulties where we have to stop and just make sure everything's fine. Like, I'm the out of all of us, I'm the one that's based in Ohio, and when Cleveland got hit with those like 5 tornadoes last month, like I could not like for like the next like up until like even last week, my internet will just go out if I even try to like run anything.
I live in the back of the area called the Point, and I'm on the back of a peninsula on Lake Erie. And we had a tornado Here, I'll give you another random good story of my complete disconnect when bad things are happening. Tornado happens, all the power and electricity goes off, and I'm supposed to be hosting one of our shows, 40K, and they go live and have one of the other guys host, and I'm just on my phone sitting on I've got a flat roof, so I'm just chilling out at the top level, and there's just like super dark and stuff, and one of the guys just finally goes, "Dude, are you doing a live cast with a tornado behind you?" I'm like, whatever. It's way over there. Like,
See, Greg, take some notes. Take some notes.
Next time, go outside. No, but like, dude, like I think because it was Rich and Dylan were the only two on that night hosting, because John it was busy, and Jake
it was me,
busy.
Rich, and Waffle. No, Waffle was there, but kind of in and out. Yeah.
Like we left our house and went to my in-laws' house like 20 minutes south. And when we were about to record, I was like, you know what? I have to go to the house anyways. I'll just get on my phone. I'll just talk into my phone. If I got within like 10 minutes of my house, cell phone reception, internet, everything gone. So it just got to the point where like I think I did the intro.
Yep.
And immediately just got booted.
Just like I'm out.
And it was like, "Hi everybody, welcome to DPS," and just done.
I knew something bad was going on when in the middle of June, we just had tons of hail show up, and we just started like literally breaking windows. I was a little bit away from the main where the tornado came through, but it was no wet over everywhere else. I was just like, well, this is probably not great. Right about this time when you get that whole, oh, it's the end of the universe happening right now, and then hail came down in the middle of summer. I'm like, that's not normal.
No, locusts are next in Ohio.
Yeah, this is probably not great. I played way too much fantasy and 40K stuff to go, I'm definitely getting a demonic incursion right now. This is happening.
Well, I live a block and a half from Lake Erie, and so like every like especially like Saturdays they'll do like a test for water spouts. They'll do like a test siren. So it was like a Tuesday afternoon, and I hear the sirens going off. I'm like, you know what? It's been rainy today. Like it's probably just just something off on Lake Erie. Nothing to worry about. And I'm sitting in my office. I'm on the second floor. I'm just like looking out my window. I'm like, man, it is getting dark, like really dark. And then just all of a sudden, like my phone's going off, my wife's phone's going off. It's like, seek shelter. I'm like, oh fuck. So like we're grabbing the dogs, we're running downstairs into the basement, and like, I mean, we could see out the window, and it just looked like Wizard of Oz. And then it was in and out and done, and that was it. And I was like, okay, that wasn't so bad.
I do love the fact that you guys will go anywhere with this. I love everything about this.
Oh yeah, dude.
My dumbass would be outside in the tornado watching it. Like, hey, come get me.
I said I was on my roof just chilling out because they're hanging out, sitting on a lawn chair. But I do want to throw this out there before we do anything. We rock and roll because I'm getting mean looks like pretty crazily. I may or may not have said this was going to be a lot less time than it was. I'm perfectly fine. Other people in my house are not super happy. Oh. But if you had to explain what a tornado is to someone that doesn't know what a tornado is, they would just tell you you're lying. It makes no sense. You're just like, so yeah, it just makes a crazy funnel, kills everybody. You're like, cool. Yeah. Also, the Earth's flat.
Watch out. You'll know what it is.
It's funny you bring that up. So like I'm originally from New Jersey. So I've experienced hurricanes and all sorts of stuff, but you never know how crazy you sound until you have to explain a nor'easter to somebody, because you're like they like people around here, they complain like, oh, it's tornadoes and snow and blah blah blah. Like I'm calm about it. Like that's nothing. Like, well, like, how come you're calm? I'm like, well, I mean, I've dealt with like hurricanes and nor'easters. Like, it's a hurricane that shoots snow at you. Like, that's the only way I can describe it.
And will destroy all your shit.
Yeah, just destroy everything. And the looks I get at work because they don't know what I'm talking about. But John
But-
does. John's dealt
So
with it.
here's the thing. Those are big storms and it's crazy. Nothing says fuck you like a tornado because a tornado will destroy one house.
Yeah.
And just be like, hey, I don't like your face.
I gotta get Eric.
Goes somewhere else. Again, fucking Ted gets so stoked. Like, that's crazy shit, dude. Like you're just it happened fair. Like there was a street where 2 or 3 houses got hit, and the other side of the street looked like nothing really happened.
Yeah.
And you're just like that's some jack shit to be like, Dan, sorry about your house. I'm gonna go back inside now and just
I'm gonna go cut my grass.
exactly, deal with my totally normal life while you try to figure out if you can find any of your family heirlooms from your flattened ass house. You're like,
Well, the one thing about tornadoes too is like, yeah, with hurricanes, you know it's coming, right? You see it, you follow it. Tornadoes, like, oh, you can have a tornado today, or you're not, or you can have it in an hour, or you're not. So like they'll pop in, take your house, and be like, okay, I'm done for the day, and I'm going home. So
we had that. It killed a couple of houses, and then there was literally one thing. There's a big grocery store place, and then another set of buildings, and it blew up this one random doctor's office. And that was it. That entire area. The tornado just went, fuck this building in particular, and I'm on my way. You're like, why?
Malpractice tornado.
This doctor
Fucking
didn't give
Ted.
lollipops when he gives shots. Tornado. Gone.
Tornado.
So did you say you're getting dirty looks in your household because it's going too long? Is that what I heard?
Oh, I mean, I could talk forever about nerd stuff. I may or may not have said that I would watch things that I don't want to watch on
Gotcha.
news.
So we're gonna keep you a little bit longer. Okay, cool.
We're gonna keep it a little bit
Gotcha.
longer. Speaking of tornadoes and whirlwind of emotions, I don't know if you listen to our podcast, but we do a top 10 segment every week.
Yeah, I'm already in. You had me at hello.
So I usually bring one list or 2 lists, depending how fast they blow through one of the lists.
Blow
You're either
through. I
gonna
see what
get-
you did there.
You're either going to be
Oh.
annoyed and want to break your keyboard, or you're going to be like, that was okay. So I brought 2 lists today. And in
Is
the
anything
spirit-
about food? Is
Yes.
anything about food? Fuck.
Yep.
No.
So we'll start with the easy one first, and I found a top 10 list based on Warhammer, and it's the top 10 best Space Marines chapters in Warhammer 40k. Since you're the guest of the show, I'll let you go first, so you can pick your first one.
Space Wolves.
Not in the top 10.
Oh,
White Scars.
wow.
By the way,
Oh,
this
no.
list is a goddamn lie.
No.
Why do you have-
Brett, you're
why do you
already-
have
this
you're already in the
heresy?
gang- You're already in the
lied.
gang.
I lied, it's number 4. It's not it's only a picture.
How are you gonna do that?
'Cause all the other ones are a picture except for Space
You were
Wolves, so-
waiting for that bullshit.
Oh, I can't believe you went there.
I love
Right out the
everything that
gate.
just happened here. I like that your answer was
Bradley's
legit.
chat.
I love that I was like Space, and you're like, fuck you.
He's gonna reach through the screen.
I'm also trying to figure out who are there, like who's above them. Like
It gets worse.
They didn't
It
make
gets
the
worse.
top 10.
It's gonna get way worse.
It's gonna get way worse. All right.
White Scars.
Blood Angels.
White Scars is not in the top 10. Blood
Wow.
Angels is number 1.
I was just about
Blood
to say,
Angels is one.
Yeah.
yeah, they're like
It actually
wildly.
pisses me off that I got
Yeah,
that at number
criminal.
one.
Their Primarch is Space Jesus.
That's fair.
He doesn't need
Come
any more
on.
hype. He doesn't need any more hype. Don't put him at number 1.
Looking sanguineous.
He only had angel wings.
Space
What about-
Jesus.
What about
It's got an Ultramarines have to be up there. I'm assuming
Number
they're
6 is Ultimate Marines. Is number
Really?
I was
6.
gonna say let's go the whole time without saying the boys in blue.
yeah, everybody but
Fucking
them.
vanilla ass motherfuckers.
The Black Templars make it up there?
Number 7.
Iron Hands.
No.
No, not in top 10.
Sally
Salamanders.
boys.
Salamanders
and my
number
boys.
2.
Yes.
Vulcan.
By the way, the only the chapter that doesn't just completely do collateral damage.
Exactly. Oh, you're struggling. Let me help you. And the other one's like, "What the fuck are you doing? I have a pet now. Leave me alone."
Their quote on there says, "Everyone loves salamanders."
Yeah, because
mean-
Salamanders loves everyone. So I mean, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Did Imperial Fist make the top 10?
Number 5.
Boo.
what about Dark Angels?
Number 3.
I was just supposed to say it's got to be in the top. They're
It has to be.
popular.
Carcharodons?
What was that, Bell?
Carcharodons? Space sharks?
Nope.
I didn't think
They're-
so.
they're-
Raven Guard.
Raven Guard is not in the top 10.
Void Tridents. Why not? Let's just go there.
They
Not
doing like
top
the
10.
successor chapters. They have to be doing if they have. Basically, there's only 9 loyalist legions, so it's tough to not make the
This
top
list
here.
this list has 21.
So
Oh,
everybody.
So it's the exclusive Trader Legions then.
So it's a bunch of successor chapters. Got it. That's I'm like Flush Tears.
Not in the top 10.
Blood Ravens.
They are number 10.
Minotaurs.
What was that?
Minotaurs.
Not in the top 10.
Exorcist.
Not in the top 10.
I'm trying to think. What's that offshoot of the Ultramarines that's real popular? Because they
Omega Marines?
now
Not in
the
top 10.
I'm gonna say they're blue green, but I can't really tell you that one. I'm told that they're blue green.
Do you have pictures of them? Is blue green on there?
No, it's like the little picture
Okay.
of them.
Okay.
How many have we named?
Oh yeah, we need
You
to
have-
recap.
You recap is number 1, you got Blood Angels. Number 2, Salamanders. Number 3 was the Dark Angels. Number 4 was Space Wolves. 5 was Imperial Fists. 6 was Ultramarines. 7 was Black Templars. You do not have 8. You do not have 9. Number 10 was Blood Ravens.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure Jared just got into his car to drive into oncoming traffic because he heard something he didn't like.
Because the Raven Guard was not in the top 10.
I even did successor.
Hey, can you
chapters
boys hear
for-
me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you.
And also your
All right,
turn.
so I had to drive into the. Apparently, my son's football practice is in the fucking warp. So I apologize if I start sounding like a robot.
Nice.
It's in the warp. Good shit.
So, what is this top 10? You guys sounded like robots when you were going over it.
Space Marine
Space
chapters.
Marine chapters.
And what do we? How many do we have left?
We
You
have
have
2,
You have 2.
but
You have
they're
8,
basically
9.
they're using successor chapters. I don't know why I'm blanking. I know, like I can name like 50 chapters, and I named 10, and I'm just like, I'm out.
It's a lot harder once you have to like really think about it too. That's the problem.
Red Scorpions?
Not in top 10.
Have you named at least all of?
Storm Giants.
Not in the
Please.
top 10. Your first
Fuck!
clue. The blank are a unique chapter in that they are renegades.
Renegades?
We already said Space Wolves. What are you talking about? Renegade.
The Tyrant of the
Not-
Dab? Are we doing? Is this
But
our
unlike-
loyalists?
Unlike other renegade chapters, they do not follow the Chaos Gods.
Yeah, I was going to say that's what I think of when I thought the Renegades. I mean, I could just cheat and Google this right now. So.
Welcome to the show. That's why I have the monitor up here.
That guy's a genius. He keeps getting those answers. Like, what?
How does he know all of them? Fuck.
It's almost like he plays.
I'm gonna be pissed when you guys say this because I'm. You said that because I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I should have known that.
I'm
That's what
pretty
I'm
sure
saying.
I know this too. I can't think of it.
What are the yellow ones again? They have a fist
Fist.
on them too?
It's Imperial Fist.
Oh, okay.
They are against the Imperium.
Oh. Okay. So
But not Chaos?
Yet
Alright,
they
just-
still follow the Emperor's teachings.
All right, now I need to just know who this is.
Okay, so they follow the Emperor's teachings, but they're against the Imperium? Oh, fuck. I literally just like, I heard something about this. Damn, this is going to fucking eat at me. Shit.
One might consider them a free chapter.
God damn it. No, I'm definitely Googling this.
We can Google? Shit.
I'm standing here going, I do this in the show, by the way. I consistently will forget that I have notes right in front of me, and then I'll just try to remember something, and I'll be like, John will point and be like, it's literally in front of you. I don't know why you're trying to freelance this.
Freelance this.
I've named so many people.
They're purple.
The purple.
Well,
You wouldn't be able to see them if they were purple. God.
Doom Eagles? Are they purple? No, they're
The
not purple.
fucking Kraken dudes. Fuck. Damn it. I got a fucking squid on them.
Squid on them?
Yeah. There's one that's purple that has their
Those are
their
the-
emblem
that's-
is like this.
That's the
Like a
offshoot of
squid.
They have a cup on their shoulder.
Oh,
the blood drinkers?
Soul drinkers?
What's that?
The soul drinkers?
Yeah, the soul drinkers are purple and gold.
That's your number 8.
I was to say the only reason I know
Sorry,
that is
number 9.
because they look like freaking Vikings, not like Vikings like Norse Vikings, like Vikings in the football
Minnesota-
team Vikings.
Minnesota
Yeah,
Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings.
It is the Minnesota Vikings.
it's
Justin
so
Jefferson's
weird
out
that
there
the
killing
guy
people.
that doesn't do the colors. That's the only thing that got me was the color. Jesus, I'm an idiot.
Okay, we got one more. I feel like we're gonna need a hint
Number
on
8
this
is
one
left.
too.
Yeah,
Trying to find their symbol here.
Did we say blood dragons?
They're not in top 10.
Iron Hounds.
Not in top 10.
I mean the soul drinkers are also straight up mutants, are they not?
As Rodimus is like, I don't know. I'm gonna
I
I mean, I was saying,
get-
I was saying, I didn't know if it was on the thing, but I'm pretty sure
I
they're.
just find the list.
You lost the list? You're
No, I
staring
said-
at it.
I
What are you
said I
talking
just
about?
find the list.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh. I already said Void Tridents.
They are a
What?
secret and mysterious chapter of the Space Marines.
I mean,
Grey
most
Knight.
of them are.
I mean, I just did the
Blood Raven.
cast about the Grey Knights.
The Grey Knights.
Yeah, I didn't. That doesn't count. Like they aren't a real chapter on that. They're their own thing.
So the recaps, you got your 10. Your Blood Angels are 1. Salamanders are 2. 3 is Dark Angels. 4 is Space Wolves. 5 is Imperial Fist. 6 is Ultramarines. 7 is Black Templars. 8 is the Grey Knights. 9 are Soul Drinkers. And Blood Ravens are 10.
It's a goddamn
I feel like
shame
this-
that
be on that
Raven
list. Raven Guard is number 12 behind the Crimson Fist at 11.
That's
Ugh.
bullshit.
Imperial Fist made it twice.
If you hear a thud, that's Jared just going ahead and running people
The,
over out of
Space
pure
Sharks
anger.
are 21.
Space Sharks are 21.
Yep.
Lame.
So,
These guys are cool as shit.
These guys are cool as shit.
okay, here's your food top 10.
The Primarch is basically a fucking Titan. It's fucking huge.
The best things to put on a salad.
What?
I mean, I'm gonna get real
Top
weird
10
about
things.
this.
To put on a salad.
Ranch?
Just
Ranch is-
swear- I swear to
trash
God,
can
if
list.
strawberries is on that, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
I eat a ton of Greek salad, which don't even have lettuce or anything, so I'm gonna have wild, weird answers. I'm gonna go with tomato.
Tomato is number 8.
Lettuce.
Olives.
like
Croutons
is
is
it
number
topping?
9. Olives is not in the top 10.
Strawberries.
Carrots.
I'm just gonna say it.
Carrots
Strawberries.
is 6.
Cranberries.
Strawberries is not on the list. Cranberries
God.
is not on the list.
Thank
Yeah.
God. Fruit's
All right.
not supposed to be in a salad.
Did you say
I
peas?
just want to throw this out
I
there.
said cheese.
Oh, cheese is number 3.
Did somebody take a picture of their salad and was like, I'm going to make this in the top 10. I'm just going to name every ingredient that I have on here on my plate. And voila. Because I think that's
Are
what
they
happened.
using salad
wow.
dressings as one of the things that you could say?
It's going to be on there.
They're not in the top 10.
Caesar.
What is it?
Caesar.
Caesar.
Not
Caesar
in the top
dressing.
10. There's no dressings in the top 10.
Chicken.
Cucumbers.
Cucumbers is number 4. Chicken is
Hard-boiled
number
eggs.
7.
Chicken
Salmon,
number 7. Let's go.
Eggs is not in the top 10.
also
Wait,
travesty.
What was number
Salmon,
7?
7 was chicken.
Bread
Salmon
and
on there?
salmon.
Salmon is not on the list.
should be. It's delicious. Bacon.
Outside the top 10 at
What?
13.
What?
I thought he hit like number 2, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Also a goddamn travesty.
Maybe that should be the title of this segment.
This is a goddamn travesty.
From now on, this is a goddamn
Uh,
travesty.
green and red peppers.
Not in the top 10.
Again, a little biased on the fact that I keep making Greek salads.
Onions? Is onions on there?
Onions is outside the top 10.
Good.
I'm now curious as to what the hell is on the top 10. Or the top-
Sunflower
the top.
seeds. Sunflower
Sunflower
seeds.
seeds is not in the top 10.
Chia seeds. I don't fucking know.
Not
I don't
top-
eat salads.
In
Can we
true
get
fashion, there's a duplicate, but a different name for them.
French
Motherfucker.
fries.
I'll take a recap first, please and thanks.
Recap is you have cheese at 3, cucumber at 4, carrot at 6, chicken at 7, tomato at 8, and crouton at 9.
Are we
Yeah,
counting like lettuce or like arugula or like?
Yeah,
are we
Lettuce is number
are we-
1.
Oh,
That's not
on a
salad.
salad. That's not
That's
on a
salad.
salad. That
Ooh.
is a
Lettuce
salad.
is a salad.
So the
Lettuce
number
is
two,
a salad.
yeah.
All right,
And
so
number
I'm
two,
gonna
is-
say
Time
Say
out.
something.
Time
Number
out.
two
Number
is spinach.
two-
Then
number two
Time
is
out.
spinach. Yeah.
I said the best things to put in a salad. Not
Well,
on
then
a
it's not a
salad.
salad. There's no
No,
lettuce.
there's different.
I want a bowl
Spinach-
of shit.
spinach
That's what I want. Just a
five.
bunch of shit in there.
Spinach is 5.
Throw some gummy bears in a goddamn bowl, top
Fucking-
with ranch dressing.
fucking
You got yourself a salad,
arugula.
apparently.
and
Motherfucking
mayonnaise.
Arugula
arugula.
is not in the top 10.
Kale. Motherfucking kale.
Kale
Let's
is
go-
not
let's
in
go
the
down
top 10.
Go down the board of leafy greens, collard greens. Fuck it. Why not? Let's go
Not
there.
in the top 10.
Okay.
If I went
cool.
out and put
All right,
grass
keep
on my
going.
plate, does that count as a salad? Is it grass? Grass has got to be an answer.
Grass is not in the top 10.
Rabbit salad.
Oh, God. God damn it. Is egg salad one of these? Is it just straight egg salad?
Tuna
It is
salad. Chicken. Grapes.
Not
Let's go
top 10.
celery.
We're missing
Mayonnaise.
number 2. What
There's
is
mayonnaise
the,
stills.
2 and 10, right?
2 and
Well,
10.
yeah, but 2 is just,
Mayonnaise.
I'm assuming it's just another type of lettuce that we're missing, apparently.
Is it
Iceberg
romaine lettuce?
I-
bet
I
it's
started
romaine
Choose
lettuce.
romaine lettuce.
You
Oh
motherfucker.
my God!
I'm booting this list.
The chef is leaving. The chef is leaving right now.
That was the first. What, lettuce is first and then romaine lettuce? Like,
This is
Welcome
what
to
our
our top
lives are
10
like every
list.
week.
it's just
Oh
seven.
my
le-
God.
Oh,
Our lives
Uh,
That's
are
the list that I bring every week. So
just
I hate
7
this so
lettuces.
much.
Oh my God. Dude.
I hate this so much. There are no
What,
words.
what are we missing? Can we get this nightmare over with?
It's
What are we
usually
missing?
me getting
10?
so turned,
Is it-
so turned
10?
up.
What is it?
you're missing number 10.
Radishes.
Not in the top
Radishes.
10.
Is it a tuna
is it-
salad?
Is it a
tuna
bowl?
salad on top of the
Is
salad?
it is it a
It's not a
bowl?
bowl. It is not a bowl.
I swear to God, if it's quinoa, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
It is the fruit.
I'm about to lose my
Apples?
shit.
Not in top 10.
I already said grapes.
Not in top 10.
Damn, and strawberries weren't like
Or-
dude, all the
oranges,
fucking-
apricots,
Nope.
Small
Oh,
oranges because my vernacular apparently goes away when I get tired.
Yeah, smaller oranges, medium-sized oranges.
If it's something like cherry tomatoes, I might like backhand you through this computer.
I mean, he will say, "Oh, that is a fruit. It's got seeds." You know, fuck
Number
it.
10, cherry tomatoes.
You mother!
Oh,
I knew it. I
come
fucking
on.
knew it.
Everybody
I
said
knew it.
tomato.
You said it was a fruit, and I knew we had already said one. I fucking knew it. You
That is
son of a bitch.
horse shit.
I had to mute my mic. Okay. Just because it has cherry in the fucking name of it does not make it a goddamn fruit. And I don't care if it has seeds in it.
Tomatoes
I don't
are
care if it
fruit,
has
though.
seeds in it. No, fuck that shit. It's a vegetable. I don't care. It tastes like a vegetable.
You're a vegetable.
I am. It's okay.
He's going to be when he jumps off his roof because we just listened to this top 10.
I'm going to go on my roof and jump into a tornado. Fuck this shit.
behind
I'm
behind
out.
red onion.
Ah,
Ooh, that's disgusting.
also, I think I'm going to make a salad now. Put some balsamic on that shit.
How many of you are going to wake up? Yeah.
Who is like looking at their salad ingredients and being like, you know what would be better than bacon, red onion? I would like to throw that person in a dumpster.
Yeah, it is. We just got random shit in here. Like,
If we were to
Who
make a
knows?
salad off the top 10, it would be disgusting. I'm just saying that right now.
Oh, if you put everything in there, it would be awful.
Well, what? We had 2 different types of tomatoes,
Two
2
different types of lettuce.
Mhm.
no dressing,
No dressing.
First dressing is at number
no
16.
dressing,
chicken.
chicken in
Let me,
there.
guess, let me guess, it's ranch.
Ranch
Is it ranch?
16.
Oh
Ugh.
my god, that's such a
Vomit.
fucking basic
I
ass.
bet
fucking
because I bet you they
topping.
made this list in the Midwest somewhere where they ranch dressing goes through their veins.
This was across the U.S.
That's
Now,
bullshit.
in the
you know what?
Midwest, hold on, in the Midwest
Ranch was number 1.
Ranch better be
Ranch.
number 1.
is number 9.
That's no. I know for a fact that is a horseshit
No.
lie.
Now, number 1 is
I've had to
cheese.
make like 9 gallons of ranch
That
dressing
makes sense.
for one day.
I mean, cheese is delicious, so I can get that.
You said balsamic, and I was like, "Ooh, mozzarella." Yeah,
Ooh.
fucking get a nice
But
piece of
if-
kosher.
If you break it down by generations, the baby boomers put ranch at 11.
Okay,
Back in their day, they didn't have ranch dressing.
Disgusting.
we had to
Gen
walk our
Xers-
ranch uphill both ways.
We had to throw our mayonnaise in a bowl and just suck on it. That's
Ranch is the pumpkin spice latte of dressings.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Gen
Ranch
Xers put
wishes
ranch
it was
17.
pumpkin spice. It's not even near as good as pumpkin spice lattes. At least those taste good, even though they're lame. Ranch is
If we-
disgusting.
if I threw some
Yeah.
nutmeg in it,
Put
that
it
would make it pumpkin
Way
spice.
low. Millennials have it at 19.
Ew.
If I was gonna do
Ew.
ranch, I would just do blue cheese instead.
Yeah, I'd rather do blue cheese.
I rather
I'm
do
out on
ranch.
that. I'm a honey mustard person, even on salads.
I
I'm
do.
a South
I
Side
mostly
guy,
do
though.
balsamic. I'm a balsamic. I just do balsamic and just rock out with it.
I respect that.
But those are your 2 top 10s for this week.
I
thank
hate
you,
that
Artemis.
second one so much. Just
I didn't even quite like the first one,
seething.
honestly.
I didn't like the first one, but the second one I feel dirty.
That's the first time I had to mute my mic over cherry tomatoes, like on a top 10. I swear. Like I was like, I'm losing my shit.
I'd like you guys to know that you did not disappoint. Holy God, we went everywhere tonight, and it was a fabulous journey.
I'm
We're still
glad.
not done yet, buddy.
We're not done. We're not done.
Oh God,
We're
We're-
we're coming in for a
We're
landing.
basically
We're going in for the
we're coming in
landing.
for a landing.
Now we are on their way. Doesn't mean we won't be rerouted off the landing pad, though. So, no, in this group. But I will skip the Patreon call outs. I'll skip the ghost call out this week. We'll hit them hard next week. Any final thoughts for the episode? We'll start with Dylan.
Final thoughts is Brad is a god amongst men. I appreciate you having coming out and hanging out with us. If anybody out there is listening, try out Warhammer, man. It's really cool. You don't even have to play the game. Just read the codexes, read the books, man. Watch the media that's out there. It is a
Okay.
great universe. Get involved. It's not Well, I was gonna say it's not as nerdy as you think. It is, but you will not be shamed here. Okay, you won't be shamed here.
There are no kink shaming in this Discord.
Nope.
Greg, final
What?
thoughts.
Final thoughts. Just again, Brad, thank you for coming on. This has been a lot of
Thank
fun. Guys, if you haven't gone to the Discord after listening to this, go to Brad's Discord. Jake and I are in there already. It is a insane wealth of knowledge in there if you want to like learn the game and learn like see people like paint, see people like learn a little bit about the game. Very passionate people in there. I highly recommend go checking it out if you're at all curious. Also, I hate salads now.
John.
Oh,
Final
my
thought,
final
sir.
thought is, as usual, be good to each other, and thanks again for coming on, Brad. We had a blast. It was fun meeting my soulmate, basically.
Thank you.
It was great. Except I really don't appreciate how you undersell the white scars, because that's my legion. Jagatai Khan, do you have a moment to talk about him? No.
Soon he comes back to the Dark City, we'll talk about him.
I know. I need it.
He's been on a 10,000-year bender. So.
I know. No, that's
Blackbird,
next on my
you
list.
with us?
Warhawk Tragoras is on my list next.
I am. Yes, I'm finally off the road.
Any final thoughts you want to share?
Did you drive off the road?
You know what?
After the lettuce comment.
Brad, appreciate you coming on. Honestly, Rich, I'm kind of glad that I missed those top tens.
They were rough.
I have walked off the show mid top 10 before.
That's true. That literally just
true.
happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the term is pulling a bird or bye birdie. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Brad, appreciate you coming on, man. It's been great chatting with you. Guys, appreciate you bringing Brad on. And it's been a lot of fun in the Discord the last month or so, getting ourselves all hyped up. And it's been fun having this show. We finally get to just spend the entire show talking about it. So appreciate you guys. And that's it. If you're listening to this and you're not in the Space Mafia Discord yet, jump in. We have a channel that pops off every single day in regard to this. And Brad, you will be seeing me in your Discord after this episode as well.
Yes.
Also same.
My final thoughts before we get to our guest is once again, thank you, Brad, for joining us. These guys have been fangirling for the last week about you coming on. So
Cool.
Well, I hope I delivered.
I was gonna try and play cool, but no, we were.
No, we can't play cool. We're not-
We did that. We did that shit. Not beating the allegations.
but it's been a pleasure. I've learned a lot trying to get into the lore and stuff with my minimum amount of time I can do new things in my life. But I'll be definitely checking out your podcast when I have time. I will definitely go hop in your Discord and ask for directions in space. Oh, I'll cause chaos.
Go
for ya.
east.
Yeah.
Go east. Definitely east.
Yeah.
But sir, the floor is yours. Any final thoughts?
Get into whatever makes you happy, man. Like really, it's just, I love the fact that all our hobbies have went very mainstream. Like it's every gaming, be it computer gaming, role playing, whatever, tabletop, all of that shit has just really gained a media presence. And I love seeing that and pushing it forward. My thing is I love that you guys all got into this shit together. You know what I mean? You rocked out, you get ready for Space Marine 2, and they got in it and stuff. I love to hear that kind of stuff because I like to hear people getting involved in the hobby and stuff like that. It's just in whatever form. You know what I mean? It's more people to tell goofy stories and bitch about what's on a salad top 10 list and shit like that. Like these random shitty fucking, these are the kind of things that you get a group of like-minded as far as your hobbies and shit together. And I just love that kind of stuff, when you get into a 4-hour conversation about who's the best Primarch or something, and then you what have you guys been so heated yelling about the whole time? You're like, are fake guys that we were talking about.
Nobody
You know,
respects Chagatai Khan. That's what
exactly.
we're yelling at.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Sing it to the Raptors, John.
you really get that from gamers and stuff. You get that kind of passion and that sort of love. You know what I mean? Where we can talk about that kind of shit for forever and have podcasts about it and stuff like that. And it's exciting. I think it's as exciting as the first time I've ever done it. You know what I mean? I want to keep doing it. I'm an old man playing games. That's what I do. So that's the cool thing. This is literally what I do full time. I play games. So it's good times.
So normally we'd go around the room. Everyone knows where they can find us at through the Discords and stuff. But sir, once again, the floor is yours. Where can we find you? What is your podcast, and where can people
40klorecast.com. You can also see me at Death or Glory on YouTube if you're actually playing the game competitively. I do a lot of stuff over there. The big thing that I've been pushing this year, I love the lore. So 40K Lore, the 40klorecast.com. You can go to it on that, and we're Spotify, pretty much anywhere you can download a podcast, we're there. We're up on the Leisure Cast. So I don't know really what that means, but apparently if you're down with leisure, you want to listen to my melodic voice talk about 40K.
I assume we all wear smoking jackets when we're listening. That's what the leader is.
I mean, what else would you do? Come on now. That's just, what else would you be wearing besides your smoking jacket? It's crazy talk.
Underwear.
Oh yeah. Well, depends on what day it is.
Just the smoking jacket.
We will definitely put your information in the show description when it gets launched. Once again, I speak for all of us. I'm sure they'll let me speak, but thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Everyone was excited to have someone different from our group. We have a group of community that spans through multiple Discords because we all used to play Destiny 2 together. And there's what's called the Owl Sector Alliance. It's got multiple Discords of different facets of the game. Like one's for PvP, one's on PvE, one's a big can't speak, I'm tired. Conglomerate. But you're like the first true person outside the norm of that area to come join us, and I appreciate you joining us for sure, as small as we are. Thank you again for joining us today.
Not a problem. I hope I brought enough heat for you.
Oh yeah,
you did.
You fit right in.
Yep, fit right in. Yep.
So on that note, Belle, you want to take us out?
And that is it, everyone. Episode 34. So as you may know, it is common for the scions of the 34th Badic Centaurs to have a symbol running vertically down their faceplates. And that's exactly how my last money shot looked. Thank you, 40K Lorecast, for joining us. Thank you all for listening to DPS. Go give our buddies in the Alice Alliance a listen and have a good one.
Jesus.
I like where you went with that.
Oh my god.
Everyone have a good night.
Yeah, I love you guys.
That's fucking peak outro, bro.
You also sound like exactly like I'm trying to figure out.
Oh my god!
YouTube, the guy that does gaming stuff, and I'm trying to figure out. This whole time I've been thinking that. I'm like,
oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, I've heard somebody say that I sounded like somebody before. Oh,
I'm blanking on it, but I know.
Discord's not
Awkward
responding.
silence ensued.
So
I'm thinking.
Where are you guys releasing this?
That'll be Thursday.
Well, unless John has a
Rich's answer
Intro by
is whenever
tomorrow.
I give him the intro. It'll probably be tomorrow.
So we have a running joke where like DPS, dudes playing stuff. We have a running joke where DPS always stands for something else. So it's usually like whatever we can figure out what DPS stands for and then make the quick intro. Hopefully
And
tomorrow, hopefully
unfortunately-
Thursday.
It'll be tomorrow this
Unfortunately,
week.
the intro was done for this a month ago, but I stole your thunder unintentionally.
Yeah, you did.
He's thinking right now. He's like, wait,
what
what
happened?
could I do?
Yeah, it's all good on that. I want to make sure I put this up for you. You know what I mean? I've got a couple different channels that I'm.
Yeah,
I know.
I
We appreciate
appreciate
yeah, that's
that.
awesome.
So
Yeah, we're gonna post the shit out of like you guys, like your
Love it.
Discord and